up, y'all? Welcome to the NIL podcast, where the real hoop talk happens, unfiltered and unapologetic. I am your gracious, humble host, Tacarra, and tonight, as always, I have with me Mrs. I did it on my own. Mrs. I had my mid-major moment and I did it for me. Mrs. I ain't need nobody. I impressed myself. Let them know who you are, Courtney.
I don't have anything crazy good like that. My name is Courtney.
And that's all you gotta say, sis. That's all you gotta let them know, sis. They know what it is.
Okay.
They know what it is. It's funny because I was telling Courtney, my coworker was like, "Hey, did your homegirl, did she ever find a name? Because I know." He was like, because I know that you said, hey, you was the original 21 Savage. You know, so did she ever find a name? And I was like, you know what? I said, it's still pending.
It's pending.
It's pending. We don't know, but it's okay. Because I was like, you know, she was number 24. Mamba taken. 24 was Kobe. So, I mean, that's
crazy, but my number is 5.
I'm tripping. My fault.
I wouldn't even want 24 or the Mamba. Like,
my bad on it. I don't know. Where the fuck did I get 24 from? My fault. But anyway, yes. But we can come up with something with 25, though. I can help you out with that. Because I'm good at names.
Okay.
That's like my thing. That's like my thing. So I'm good at names.
Okay.
How did I not? I don't know why I got 25. I don't know what I guess because all this research and shit I've been doing all week. So I've been
girl part.
It's been a lot, but we got some really good things for you guys today. Today, be patient with us because I was telling Courtney before the show. I'm like, hey, it's a lot to pull up. It's a lot of things to get into. So you guys are in for a treat tonight. So I've got let me pull my notes and stuff up. So. But first and foremost, while I'm doing that, Courtney, how was your week? How's things going? How you feeling about the show? Let me know what you're thinking.
No, I'm loving the show. Still getting very positive feedback, which I really like. But same old over here. Working, wifing, parenting, same old shit, different day.
Exactly.
But I love that the podcast kind of breaks that up.
Yeah.
I get a little time for myself and my homegirl and get to talk about something that I love. So
yeah.
What about you?
It's been cool. It's been cool. So I was sick. Over the weekend. So I had to take a bunch of meds. I was I don't know where this came from. I guess so I live in Georgia. If anybody needs to know, I live probably 15 minutes from the city of Atlanta. I was sick all weekend, congested, nose running, getting rest. But, today I came back like Jordan because, it's my birthday weekend coming up and I told myself, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the, don't fail me now? Like Missy Elliott, hey, body don't fail me now because I got a long week ahead of me. I need for you to get it right.
Girl, you would have been out there anyway.
But I'm trying to tell you, regardless. I would have been out there anyway, but I was just like, hey, let me get this together. Because I felt it come. But I'm one of them people, though, I'm really on top of, I'm aware of, okay, I'm getting sick. But as soon as I do a little, let's get rid of that. So I'm going to be on
so you're like a medicine person.
Oh, absolutely.
Me too. Okay? Absolutely. It's some people that just aren't medicine people. Like my husband, he's like that. He's like, my nose. And it's just and I'm like, okay, well, take some NyQuil, take some. Nah, I'm good. I'm like, okay, then whatever.
I'm legit. First of all, I got a whole drawer of teas.
Mm-hmm.
I got a whole. As soon as I get a little sniffle. Hey, Terrell, go to Publix, get that Vapor Rex for the shower, that Vapor Mac, whatever it's called, Vapor whatever for the shower. Go get that. I'm gonna do the Vapor rub on my chest. I'm gonna take some ginger tea. I put some honey in it. I'm all that. Oh, my throat, a little. Let me do this for my throat. I got it all on deck.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm one of the people.
Well, James is like that. He be just coming up with concoctions. If it's good for you, he gonna put it in the tea. He'll be like, I'm gonna put a little turmeric, a little cinnamon. I'll be like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Just give me my drugs, okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take some NyQuil, I'm gonna go to sleep, and I'm gonna feel better.
Yeah.
I don't want to take the tea. I don't want it.
I'm also one of them people who, if you got any FSA, HSA questions, I'm your girl. I'm one of them. I know the system.
I know that's right.
Yeah, I know the system. You use this on your HSA and FSA. I'm one of them, so I'm on top of it when it comes to that. But anywho, yes, I'm feeling better. Like I said, I came back by Jordan. I'm back for the podcast. I'm back for the show. I'm ready to go. I'm feeling good tonight. I listened to that new Gunna album before I got started, and that Gunna album's fire, by the way. I got that new I don't know if it's new or not. I got that Frozen Lake Bath and Body Works candle lit tonight, so I'm ready for a good show.
I saw your status. I was like, oh, she lit. I'm like, damn, where is my candle?
Hey, you gotta know yourself.
Damn,
you gotta know yourself. You gotta know. That's all I can tell you. You gotta know yourself. You gotta know what it gets, because like, you know, this is like you said, it's an alter ego.
That's true.
It's an alter ego.
That's
like
true.
It's like you getting in character. Like, I have my routine. Like, you gotta have your rituals, all that stuff. But let's get into it. So, like I said, first and also too as well, we want to thank you guys for rocking with us still, if you're still here. Go ahead and continue to share with us. Share everybody. Let us know what you want to hear from us. We appreciate y'all for supporting. We appreciate y'all for every single like, every comment on our Instagram page. Go follow us if you're not already. And we gotta help the oldies out too, because my cousin, he hit me up and he was like, I keep seeing the clips, but I don't know how to watch the whole video. So I was like, let me help you out, bro. Let me just send you the whole little link. And he was
right.
Like, I'm gonna watch all the videos. And I'm like, I got you, bro. So help your people out.
Please help them out.
Help them out if they got to. But we appreciate you guys. But first and foremost, we're gonna go ahead and get to the topics today. Okay. But something that I wanted to talk about. So NIL is probably a topic that we're going to always talk about, because it's a big thing. It's a big situation. But first and foremost, I want to bring up something. So something that you may have not known, Courtney, but people didn't know, because I educated people on Facebook literally yesterday. So I had saw a post from a kid going to WKU, Western Kentucky University, which is a mid-major program. Shout out to WKU, because I'm from Kentucky. They had made a post where he had left. He went to a school in Louisville. He had left that school in Louisville for his senior year in high school to go to a school in North Carolina. And I had made a post on Facebook, and I had reposted it, the fact that he was going there, and I was like, I haven't did any research yet. And I said, I wonder if he had left the state of Kentucky to go to North Carolina because North Carolina has NIL eligibility in high school.
That's absolutely true. I knew that. James.
I didn't know.
James.
Knew. Go ahead.
James coach. You know, he coaches boys basketball or whatever.
Right.
And there was a kid at the high school that I went to, and I don't know what his rank is, but I don't know. He's a big time player.
Gotcha.
Big time player. He's only like
big time as far as like SEC, ACC, what?
Ooh, I don't know.
Okay.
Don't get me that. I don't know.
That's okay.
I have no idea. But he's a big time player. Like, you know, he was supposed to be that guy. Got you. He ended up leaving.
Got you.
For the money.
Got you. So
for the money.
With that, you may not know this question, and you may not. So when it came to him leaving for the money, did somebody set him up for the money? Or did he know that the money was in a different state as far as NIL?
I think he knew that the money was in a different state for the NIL.
So for me, my point, this kid who's leaving, he's already committed to a school. And he left the state, already committed to a college. He know where he's going. Apparently his brother is going to the college already. His brother's already there at the college. So he had left, and he's going to North Carolina, to a school in North Carolina. Okay. So I had posed the question. I said, I didn't pose it. I just called it what it was. I said, I guarantee that he had left because that was probably a part of his NIL deal.
Oh, with the brother.
With the university.
Oh, with the university.
With the brother, could be with the university.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Because, so I had found out from a source that when it comes to these NIL packages they put together, or the NIL deals, if it comes to a situation where they can work they connects or whatever and put you into a school and get you money early and set up deals for you in the high school, they will. Which is great.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know if people felt a way about it because I made that post, because I made it clear that I don't know this kid, end of the day. And I want people to realize too, at this point, like, podcasting is the new journalism. It's the word podcast of the new journalist, and that just is what it is.
That's facts.
That's facts. That's the new journalist.
That's how I felt this past week.
Me too. When it came to research,
looking up stuff and all that stuff, I was like, oh my gosh,
it's work.
It is.
So like, podcasting is a new journalism. So I'm asking that question, and some people in the comments was like, yeah. To answer your question, so-and-so went to that same school. This person went to that same school. Yes, that's probably what happened. Then somebody else said, well, now that you say that, one of this school's other players went to a different state. And I said, okay, so that must be what that school is doing. I wasn't knocking it. I wasn't saying
no.
Because somebody in the comments was like, he's not doing it for the money. He's doing it for competition, etc. At the end of the day, I'm going to just go ahead and put this out there. I don't know the kid. I don't care about the kid. I don't care about men's college basketball. I don't give a damn.
That part.
I don't care. You know, at the end of the day, like, my job at this point where I'm becoming a sports journalist, you know what I'm saying, in this profession that I'm in right now, I'm trying to understand. I'm asking that questions because that's what I thought, and that's the point that I was getting at, that the new system. So at the end of the day, y'all proved my point, whatever. I'm wishing that kid the best. Just want y'all to know that. Absolutely. I'm not wishing no ill will, but the point that I was making is that I got the answer to the question that I was asking. So it seems like now with the NIL situation, that's what they're doing. They're getting these kids money early in high school. The kids they really want to, this is part of it. Let's bring it. You know what I'm saying? But somebody did make a point, and they said, well, I mean, he did it for competition, which he should. You know, if you got an opportunity, but I just don't. People who were saying he didn't do it for the money, he's not struggling. First of all, I'm gonna say this: you ain't got to be struggling to take no money. I just won't. I want to put that out there. When I think about like LeBron James ain't struggling to take that $50 million a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't got to struggle to take. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not struggling today, and y'all can offer me $500, and I'm gonna find a way to take it. Just so y'all know, I'm paid. Just so you know, don't get it twisted. But if you're offering it, I'm going to take it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, ain't nobody saying that. Like, y'all can, because people try to tell me how good the kid is. Is he? I said, great. I don't care. But
he's in high school though, right?
He's in high school. You know what I'm saying? But the point that I was making is that's what they do. So like, shout out to that. Like, get it how you live. Right. Whatever, especially with mid-major programs, whatever you got to do to get these players, or whatever you got to put in the works. And the thing about it is though, that kid could go to that college, and to that other high school, prep school, whatever it is, have a good season, and then go somewhere else. There's nothing y'all gonna be able to do to get that money back, unless they're making them sign contracts now, which I don't think that they are.
I think that's where they're headed though.
They should be.
That's what I heard.
They should be.
Like, if you don't fulfill like basically what you sign on this contract, then basically you will have to pay it back.
They probably should. I'm not knocking it.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, but the end of the day, the setup for that talk is the question of the night is going to be, so what is the goal now when it comes to NIL? When it comes to people going to college, what is the goal? Is the goal a college degree, or is the goal, I'm going to make as much money as I can from NIL? There was a football coach, who actually made some comments that we're going to go ahead and show real quick, and we will talk about it. Because
pause.
Yeah. So we're going to show this clip, and let's see what we think about it.
I told our team the other day, we lost all these guys. Let's see who played. So it's all good when people put it on Twitter, hey, all glory to God, I'm going in the transfer portal. Let's see if they play. How many of those guys going to play or travel or get snaps? I was going to tweet something the other day, a picture of me, and say, you know what? I enjoyed my college experience. I didn't get one dime, but the lessons I learned was more valuable than any money you can ever pay me. And I appreciate that. Because that is long term. People are losing the fact that this is short term. I coached in the National Football League for 5 years. 5 years, right? Don't lose focus of what the long term. Get your degree, learn valuable lessons that's going to help you in the long term of your life. That's the whole purpose. This is a transition from being a kid to a grown up. And I hope people don't lose focus of that. Everybody's talking about everything else besides what is the most important thing for going to college. Because if you're going to college to go get a couple dollars, you might as well go get a job. This is too hard to go get a couple dollars. Learn the lessons that you need to learn to be successful in life for the next 40 to 50 years of your life. I would do it again for free, because of the things I learned. That's why I'm standing here today, because of what I learned in college, not because of how much somebody gave me. That's what I would tell people. And parents, they need to learn that lesson too. Stop trying to live through your kids.
Ooh.
Go teach your kids what are the things they need to learn to be successful. That's what I'm telling my kids. I don't care about no NIL, no revenue share. I can care less. You need to learn things in college to get you prepared for life, to be a father, a husband, to work, everything else. Those are the most important things. That's what people are missing, in my opinion. Just my opinion.
What's your thoughts?
Okay, I feel like, my first thought is like, you can get your degree and you're in the NIL.
Yeah.
They can get both.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was doing some research too, and it says like Division I athletes are graduating at a 91% rate.
Yeah.
Which is an all-time high. You know what I mean? So NIL didn't necessarily derail that.
I'm going to say this though. 91%, yeah, that's a big percentage, but what are their degrees in? I want to see the statistic of what their degrees in.
Because I guarantee matter, though, in this day and age?
It doesn't. But I'm going to get to my point in a second. I'm going to let you finish. I guarantee the degrees is bullshit. I guarantee the degrees.
No.
I guarantee the degrees is PE. But go ahead. I'm going to let you finish because I got my own point on that.
And I absolutely agree with what you said. Definitely their degree is probably in something that's simple, but graduating nonetheless. And I feel like in the time that we're in right now, that degree doesn't really mean as much now. I think they lean more into experience and what you can provide like right away.
Yeah.
I also feel like the coach was saying, like, is the grass greener on the other side? Right? Gotcha. Like, because that is still at the end of the day, you can go in the transfer portal and don't get picked up. You can go in the transfer portal and
that's true.
Not really like the coach or not play. So, I mean, like, I get that part.
It'd be about 200 kids in the portal.
Yeah, more than that.
It'd be about, I'm being light.
It's about,
I'm saying 200 because I don't know the accurate number.
It's about over, what did I do? It's like
football?
Over, this was about in 2023. It was about over 31,000 athletes.
Okay.
In the portal.
31,000 and what?
That's just for
NCAA.
I think that's just for football. I think that's just for football. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Let's see. Okay. But then also I feel like I get what he's saying, but I feel like this generation is it's different. I feel like the way he's talking is like from the generation in which we grew up, where it's like, you know, you go to college, you get your degree, and then you go get a job and X, Y, and Z. Like, and I'm with that. And I do believe that like in college, you do learn valuable lessons. I feel like not running from situations, whether it's playing time, whether it's not like the coach, or you just want to get more money, whatever it is. I don't think life operates that way.
Got you.
And there is going to be a time in their life. It may not be like when they graduate. It may not be, you know, right in their face right now. But there is going to be a time in their life where they're going to have to like face some things. And I think sometimes going through those things in college, it kind of prepares you. Just a little bit. I'm not saying to prepare you a lot, because it still was a lot of stuff that I still struggled with. But
so let me ask you a question. Because I can't relate to the point where he talked about, and we still might not be able to relate. But at the end of the day, our focus is women's sports.
Right.
Is there anything that you learned in college basketball that taught you how to be a mother?
That taught me how to be a mom?
Yeah. Because he said, at the end of the day, because he made a point of saying, like, we're trying to teach you how to be fathers. He said something along those lines. Am I correct? I heard the term as far as being a father.
He did, but I feel like maybe he's referring to that in like just showing up.
Okay.
Showing up.
I can't relate to that, so I'm asking.
No, I think he means that in just showing up, because parenthood is hard.
Gotcha.
I'm talking about it's probably a bunch of moms and a bunch of dads that can relate. Just be like, I'm fed up with it. I'm about to pack my car and I'm about to drive. I'm leaving. I'm leaving the family. I'm leaving these kids and I'm done. I can't do it no more. It's a lot of people that's probably felt like that and did it. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? But in a situation like that where you are a husband, you are a father, just because things ain't all peachy gory and you going through some hard times, maybe financially, maybe like in your relationship, whatever the case may be, you can't just put up the deuces and say bounce.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Got you. To me, there was a lot with that, but I'm coming from a perspective of, I'm coming from a business mindset. Mm-hmm. I'm coming from a perspective of, when it comes to NIL, I'm 100% behind the athletes at all costs. I feel like, but for me, it's not me as far as going against the coaches situation. It's about me going against the NCAA. Mm. Because at the end of the day, the NCAA is a non-profit organization that's profited. So it's a non-profit organization who's made a whole lot of money off the names of athletes. So I'm not team NCAA
at all
when it comes to that. But I just want to say, before I get to the point, something that I looked up when it came to that, I feel where the coach is coming from. I'm going to say that. I feel where he's coming from. I get it. And like, I might get a little long-winded on this topic. But end of the day, I looked up the dude's salary. That dude's salary was $708,000. So I'm going to start there. The coach who's talking, his salary is $708,000, which not a lot of people get the opportunity to be a head coach when it comes to the NCAA football. And you know what I'm saying? And usually if you at that point, he can go to the next point. His salary is only going to grow from here. Mm-hmm. Whatever. I ain't looked up the team's record. I don't know. But I feel where he's coming from, but I feel like a lot of these people are upset. I feel like the coaches are upset because they've had their way for so long. The only thing they've had to do was sell their program, and that's it. And I feel like when it comes to a lot of these people, or a lot of these players, and a lot of these these kids is coming to the table of, what can you offer me? And a lot of them are, what's the word? I don't even know the word that I'm looking for. A lot of them's like, what the fuck? What do you mean? You know, because it is all about the money now. You know, even that's the reason why they ran Nick Saban's ass off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As far as he was able to get the best players the whole time. But end of the day, just how I feel about it, I get where he's coming from as far as the standpoint of like, what are you gonna learn? But for him to say like, I would have did it for free, me knowing what I know now, coming from somebody who did do it for free, I can tell you, man, I had a great time. Like, I enjoyed my 4 years. I enjoyed it. But for me to come out today, I do not make $708,000 a year. I can tell you that. Me looking today, knowing what I know now, I would have not done it for free.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and the thing about it is, though, he's talking about the transfer portal. My daddy asked me this question literally yesterday. He said, for as good as you was, where you was at. And I'm never gonna come on here and say that I was the best. If I think about where I was I was in a good situation. I was a great scorer from where I was at. I averaged 17 points a game. And the question that he asked of, are you gonna play? I'm gonna be honest with you. And I'm just gonna say this point and we can move on after this. Me, a person who was in a mid-major program like he's coaching, I'm averaging 17 points a game. For me, I'm thinking the person that I am in 2011, 2010, my legacy is what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about the Hall of Fame. I'm thinking about I want to get my jersey retired. I'm thinking about, I want my kids to be able to say, my mom was this and my mom was that. That's what I played for at that age, at that time, because that's all we had. So if I think about, like I said, would I do it for free today? No. I'm going to be honest with you too. If it came down to me, if I could go to the University of, and I'm going to say Texas because a certain situation with Texas stands out to me. When I think about Madison Booker, when Madison Booker got 3 fouls in the first quarter, when it came to the Final Four against South Carolina last year in the March Madness and NCAA tournament, as soon as Madison Booker got that foul and they looked at their bench and they was like, what we got? I told myself, as in Tacarra Hayes in 2010, 2011, 2000 would have been a hell of a backup for Madison Booker for $250,000.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at that point, if I can think about a situation, if I could think about that mindset as far as $250,000 is a generational. That's some life changing money. I don't care what anybody says. That's especially if you don't come from shit.
Exactly.
That's some life changing money.
And that's a lot of it.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
These kids, especially these football players, they don't come from shit.
Yeah.
They don't come from nothing.
That's for their family for sure.
That's for they don't come from nothing. That's life changing money. If it comes to a point where I can go to a program, a higher program, and you tell me straight up, you're gonna be a backup, but I can give you $200,000. I'm sorry. Fuck that Hall of Fame. Fuck that legacy. Fuck that jersey at that mid-major program. I'm gonna get that money, and I'm gonna make that life-changing financial situation for my family. And that just is what it is.
I agree. And you got to think about it. Like, they're like 20. Like, you're talking about marriage and kids and life.
The thing, but let's keep it a buck. Them football, they be having kids, bruh.
Right.
Trent Richardson came to Alabama with 2 kids.
That's true.
Was a 15-year-old father.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
What do you mean? Like,
right.
Fuck that legacy. I'm going over here to get this $200,000. What you mean play? I don't care about playing. Because at the end of the day, yes, I take pride in my Hall of Fame accolade.
Mm-hmm.
I take pride in that. But if you ask me today at 35, if somebody would have told me I'll give you $250,000, you're not going to be in the Hall of Fame. You're going to come off the bench, still be in the tournament, still be in whatever. You're not going to play. I'm going to take the money.
I mean, yeah, 100%. Because then you can you could probably get sponsorships and the whole Instagram stuff. And TikTok.
I'm taking the $250 up front.
It's just different. And that was my point earlier, where it's like just the generations are different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the mindset is different.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why sometimes a lot of these players now, they kind of like those younger coaches.
Yeah.
Just because their mindset is a little bit different than that like old school like approach.
Yeah.
Which I'm not knocking the old school approach, but it's just, like times are different. And I feel like as a coach, I understand that sometimes it can be frustrating as a coach.
Yeah.
I can understand that point of view. But at the same time, you have to be able to pivot and grow with the times, or you won't be there long.
I do it again for free. You did it for free. Would you coach for free? Because end of the day, like, you're making, end of the day, bruh, like, you got your money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you make $708,000 a year. That's a lot. Your family gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? You went to college for free. Your dad ain't there. So it's like when they get into them conversations, when other people get to them conversations, it's like, I feel you. I feel him on it. Everything that he's saying is a very valid point. It's accurate. But it's life-changing money that we talking about if you can help your family.
Right now.
Especially you talking about with black kids.
Right now.
So that's my question when it comes to that. It's like, what is the goal? Is it degree or NIL? And we'll get into that too. But you had a point that you wanted to bring up.
Oh, yes, definitely. I wanted to clear it up. So basically in 2023, there were more than 31,000 student athletes that had entered the transfer portal altogether. It just wasn't football, but that was all together.
That's still a lot. And that's Division I athletes.
Yeah, so like what I'm looking at now is saying that about 2,083 athletes entered in 2024 for men's basketball.
How many?
Women, 2,083.
That's not enough scholarships, but go on.
Women's basketball was roughly, I'm just going to estimate 1,400 athletes entered the transfer portal in 2025. Football, all divisions, over 11,000 players. Right. And then, like, I guess, what is FBS football? Is that like the big ones?
The top, yeah.
Okay, over 3,400 scholarship players entered the transfer portal.
Yeah, but also too though, with them stats and with that number, people got to be realistic. Let me tell you, if you want to pay whoever's hearing this, if you want to pay somebody to watch your kids film and let them know if your kid's good enough to go to the next, call me because I'm gonna let you know. And that's another thing too. These parents ain't realistic with their kids. That's another problem. People's not real. We know who's good enough. You know your kid, but you may not. You know what I'm saying? Like, if me, I feel like that's one thing about me. Like, and that's one thing I want to clear up too. When it comes to me, when I talk about me going to WNBA, etc., like, I wasn't good enough. I know that about myself. I didn't have the work ethic. I wasn't good enough. I didn't have the size. I didn't have this. I didn't have that. I wasn't good enough. Some people don't know that about their kids. You know what I'm saying? And they sell these kids dreams. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when it comes to that too, that's another thing. Like, don't let your kid just go in the portal. If you might not land nowhere.
But that's the thing too. Like, it's like really not about the school. It's just about the money.
It's about the money.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's about the money.
If I had to, like, they're not transferring because of the degree.
Yeah, not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
Back in the day, it used to be about this was a good school. It's academic.
If you like the coach, something like that. The playing system.
If we're being straight up, let's answer the question. What's more important right now? Is it the degree or is it the money? Is it the NIL?
If it ain't about the money. Cue the song.
Let me ask you another question, Courtney. You graduated college, right?
Yes.
Are you using your degree that you graduated college in?
No.
Okay. I'm one of them people, you know how I talked about earlier, the people who had to get through to get a bullshit degree and graduated, but still I was one of them kids. But also too, I made it clear in the first episode that school wasn't for me. College wasn't for me. And I guarantee you, it's a lot of these kids who's in football, who's playing football, who's in the NCAA, where college isn't for them either. School isn't for them either. And they're going because it's free and because they have an opportunity. I was one of those people, so I can speak to that.
But also just have it. Like, I feel like it's just different now. I think it's just the fact that you have it.
I agree.
It don't even matter really what it's in. As long as you finish it.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, like, tell me about your other experience, because I can see real potential in that.
That's true, because I was trying to fill somebody out. I was trying to help somebody out with a job with my company like 2 days ago, and I was trying to send her a referral, and she was like, oh, they want you to have the whole degree. She's like, I ain't graduated yet. And I said, I get it. I said, but if you was already in the company and you didn't have the degree and you had the experience and you was in the company, you wouldn't have needed it. So I get that. Because I have a degree, it has got my foot in the door, which is, I'm not saying that. But also too, this generation of kids have more resources that we had. They can't, like my little brother, for an example. Shout out to my little brother. My little brother, I asked him, like, what you want to do? What's your career? What you want to go to school for? He told me, I want to go to school for game design. If we would have told our parents in 2008 that we wanted to go to school for game design, they would have been like, game design? What is that? You know what I'm saying? But I told him, I was like, oh, game design? You can do that. Do you want to be a streamer? And I told my parents, I was like, why don't y'all buy him the equipment for him to build his own computer, for him to be a streamer, if he wants to do that, he wants to do gaming professionally, because that's a thing now. You know what I'm saying? People make millions if that's what he's striving for, if that's his goal. But regardless of what you choose, you got to work hard. So for me, it's like, these kids now have more access to other things. They have access to be YouTubers. Not saying that it ain't we can say that's in a once in a million chance. I don't think that it is. I think that if you put the work in and you're consistent, you're going to be, people stay on social media all day long. People stay on TikTok, people stay on Instagram, people stay on YouTube. There's an opportunity for that, for those people there. So if you want to get a career for that, you can do that. We can't say that we have the same things. So for me, I mean, when it comes to college, like, I'm one of them people where I'm not pro college. I'm one of them. If my kids, I don't have kids yet. If my kids I don't want to go to college, and they tell me they have something that they enjoy, they have something that they like, something they're passionate about, I'm going to say, okay, great. Let's pursue that. What can I do to help you in that? Because end of the day, we're in a generation or in a time where you only have to be good at one thing and pursue that one thing. And it could be out of the ordinary, but you can do it through that outlet. So, which is whatever. But like I said, I feel where the coach is coming from. I get it. But people do need to be real with their kids, be real with their situations, because not everybody's good enough. You're going in the port. Some of them's going in the portal with ain't scored a touchdown.
And that's the crazy part too, is that, like, they be going in the portal and then they average, like, 2 points, 3 rebounds, and they asking for $100,000 off rip. Like,
Off rip.
yeah, like I need, like I'm coming from X, Y, and Z. Yeah, I didn't play, but I averaged 2 points, 2 rebounds, and I averaged about 3 minutes a game. And yeah. I need $100,000.
I'm going in the portal.
That's the part I feel like coaches are probably like, bro, have you lost your mind?
Yeah.
Have you lost your mind?
Yeah. So me and Courtney do have a list that we go off of, but I am going to switch it up on Courtney really quick. So because we're on this, we're going to get into, I have a question. Well, I'm going to talk about something really quick because it's going to be quick. Because NCAA football is coming up. Mm-hmm. Because of this reason, we're going to let's talk about sports betting in NCAA sports really quick. Michael Porter Jr., which shout out to Michael Porter Jr. He played for the Denver Nuggets. He's an NBA champion. He actually just recently got traded to the Brooklyn Nets. Mm-hmm. He played for Missouri. He played for his father. Shout out to him. He had went through a scenario and he had talked about how sports betting, because his brother recently just got banned from the NBA.
Right.
Because he was betting on himself to go less, which is crazy to me. He's betting on himself and he obviously had a problem. And Michael Porter Jr. came up with a scenario. He was like, if you can like get your homeboys connected and your homeboys can you tell your homeboys bet so much amount of money and you can get $10,000 and you can, I'm going to say that I'm hurt within 3 minutes of the game and come out of the game and you take me for less and you have a little come up, I'm going to look out for my homeboys. He said that on a podcast in front of everyone. And I'm just like, take the mic from him. Why would he get her? Even, you know what I'm saying? Even if you're not doing it, why are you giving the game up, bruh? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have been like, calling him, like, what did you say about Candace Parker? Whose side are you on?
You like, what? That's the problem because, like, sometimes they be doing a little much on these podcasts, okay? They already
That's what I'm saying.
Really under the influence before they start talking.
Because I would never get on there and say some shit like that.
Craziness. But it's the fact that the people posted it anyway.
Yeah. Well,
like, y'all didn't even cut it out.
That's tea. I'm talking about it. That's some tea. I'm supposed to, he said it. I ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's tea. But, so I want to talk about just, the question was, and like Courtney's not a sports bettor, I am. So the question was, is sports betting a problem in college basketball, college sports, period? And I'm going to say, so I thought about from the situation, I put myself in Michael Porter Jr.'s shoes. And I asked myself, would that have been a problem for me? Mm-hmm. I am a sports bettor. Like I said on episode 1, I am a hustler. I personally can't see myself telling somebody to take me for less and me not being a competitor and faking like injury. I can't see that for myself. But I'm going to be honest. I made a lot of money the last 2 years. I've made a lot of money off. Honey, let me tell you something. I was sad when Angel Reese and Anissa Morrow and Caitlin Clark got out the NCAA, honey. I was crying tears. I made a lot of money off them. And when I say a lot of money to me, I'm talking about $2,000, $3,000 off them being Haley Van Lith. Haley Van Lith was a less. I hate to say it, but boy, she was a less. I made a lot of money off them when they were, but I thought about myself, and I'm talking about, is it really a problem? Because in football, it really is. If it came to me, and I'm thinking about Tacarra Hayes, who I was in 2010, 2011, I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm the person who would have told my homegirl, hey, take me over on this, and I'm going to make sure I get that and bet this on that, and we split the money. I would have did that. So what's the problem?
It's a problem. Like, what?
It's a problem. I would have did it. That
is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, knowing myself, and at the end of the day, like, I get it honest, because my daddy's a professional gambler. Mm-hmm. My father's a professional gambler, so that's a point that I had to make. Like, and I'm thinking about even with college football coming up, like, they doing it. You know what I'm saying? Everything's about the money at the end of the day.
I mean, yeah. That's where we are.
Of the day. If I can tell you, hey, take me over for 2 touchdowns and you can win this and you give me that, or I can take myself, I can create a fake name. Because it's a lot of NBA players who's in trouble for that right now. Like, who's getting banned and they're sitting on the bench because they're being questioned, like, in its audits. But it's a problem. I would have been caught up in that because you can bet, man, I'm going to put you on because NCAA tournament for the women, hey, quick little come up.
Oh, okay. Well,
quick little come up.
Don't post this as an Instagram. If you watch it, then you got some of the tea.
We're betting on you.
Okay.
We're betting. Hey, I was betting on my teammate's sister.
I don't need everybody coming to the pool of the NCAA.
I'm in groups, bruh, and dude posted, I'm in a group on Facebook, and a dude posted his sister and said, hey, take my sister for 10.5. Like, we already talked about it type stuff. Like, but you know what? One of my teammates, her brother's in the league. I'm not going to say no names. One of my teammates, and I asked her about sports betting, and she said no. Like, his agent talked to the whole family about it and said that none of us should be involved. She wouldn't even do it. It's a problem. But I just want to make that point really quick about the NCAA, because for me, I'm going to let you know, if Tacarra, hey, let's talk. If we could have had a group chat, what I got to do, shot attempts.
But is that the problem, or is it more so like fans, reacting to the sports bet?
Fans been reacting for free.
What I'm talking about, but it's different. So if we're talking about the NCAA, we're talking about like 18-year-old, 19-year-old kids.
Yeah.
20-year-old kids. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, are they talking about in that aspect?
What you mean? Like as far as the fans reacting like you didn't cover that line?
Yeah, like, cause you know how they be like, hey, how come you ain't get that other rebound? You suck. How come you made me lose, $5,000 because you couldn't get one more point?
The other day, I hate it because I am a sports bettor. I hate when the NBA players be trolling like F your parlays. You know what I'm saying? But end of the day, like, them people already got their money.
They do.
Y'all trying to come up. I'm not. Y'all need this. Y'all trying to get rich. I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? So I like when they troll a little bit, but end of the day, and I feel like if you on the stage, you on the stage. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just think whatever comes with that stage that you own, it comes with the stage that you own.
I mean, I totally agree with that. I mean, if you're getting paid NIL, I mean, they're basically treating the NCAA like professional sports now. That's basically what it is. I feel like, absolutely, that comes with the territory.
It was the mid-majors girls in the NCAA tournament on the board. Like, the girls from, man, there was a girl then Caitlin Young from freaking Murray State. God, she was a monster. Mm-hmm. I was putting her, I got a group on Facebook. I'm like, hey, take her, trust me. Put her on a 2-man. I mean, it's a problem in sports. It's going to continue to be a problem. It's only getting worse because everybody got access. Like, only thing you need is to log in and a birth date. My little cousin, he 15 and he be betting on prospects. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's a problem. But
it's different.
Yeah. We're going to go ahead and switch gears. We're going to go ahead and get to the WNBA. But let's have a little fun. So we wanted to get into, and Courtney, like I said, I'm going all over the place. It's my fault.
Nah, you good.
We're going to have a little fun right now because I need to take it a little light. So we wanted to get into the signature shoe drops. Let's get into it. So first and foremost, there's been a lot of signature shoe drops. We got Sabrina got her shoes. We got Caitlin Clark, who's had her player editions. We got we got Asia. We got Angel Reese. But you know what really shined a light on this for me? I went into Foot Locker Wednesday because I was looking for my husband a birthday gift because I was last minute. And, like, it was beautiful to see the fact that, like, seeing the women's shoes on display. Yes. And I was just like, man, like, we made it. Like,
yes, absolutely.
They might not feel that way, but it was Sabrinas everywhere. Like, absolutely. It was, like, 7 pairs of Sabrinas, every single pair of Asia Wilsons. And I was just like, man, this is dope. Like, we're on the display.
And nice shoes, though.
Nice shoes.
Not no nice BS, shoes. But nice shoes. You know, like, I gave my son, I'm like, okay, just go on Nike and, like, look, you know, what shoes you like. And literally, he picked some Asias and he picked Sabrinas.
That's dope.
Like, you know, like, just, no and not knowing who they were, like, that's just dope. Off of, like, how they looked, he liked them, you know? So.
That's dope. So, one thing that I want to pull up really quick. So, first, before we get into this, I felt like I had to pay homage to the older players and the first signature shoes. So, how I wanted to do this, Courtney, I kind of wanted to do it like I pulled the shoe up and we say what we like, if we'd hoop in them, what you think, whatever. That's kind of I wanted to do it. But first, like I said, we had to pay homage a little bit. So shout out to Winsider. And I was telling Courtney, it's dope because the simple fact of Winsider, we actually played against a girl who's a part of this. Hell, I can't think of her name right now. Rachel. What's her name? Rachel Gilligan, I think was her name. She went to Eastern Illinois. She was actually straight as a post player. She's a part of this organization. First and foremost, before we get into shoes, I felt like we had to show the Air Swoops, the first signature shoe.
I like it.
Cheryl Swoops.
I like it.
I would have rocked these in 95.
Yeah.
I would have rocked these in 95.
I like it.
So I like the fact that like these was actually straight in the 90s. I like how they have like a whole little timeline as far as women's shoes. They show the Air Swoops too.
Oh yeah, I like that.
They showed the Rebecca Lobos when she had her little Reebok situation. There, man, Cheryl Swoops had it going. She had the threes. She had, you know what I'm saying? You know, I like how she had the Forest. I like how they went through that. Cynthia Cooper had her own shoes. I remember these. So I just wanted to show that available. That is actually going to be in this is Nikki McCrae. Okay. Rest in peace, Nikki McCrae. She has some Felines. So I'm actually going to put this link in the comment, like in the bio for this video. I definitely remember these.
Yeah, for sure.
I remember these for sure. If y'all want to check this out. So I thought that was kind of pretty cool to show.
Yeah, no, that is cool.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed looking that up. But I am going to show. So the first thing foremost, let's get to the first shoes. So the first shoes we're going to get into. Let's get to the shits. So we got to go with first. Let's go with what we going to do first. Let's get into these. We got to go with the Sabrinas. Got to go with the Sabrinas first. What do we think about the Sabrinas? These are the Sabrinas. So if you're not familiar with the Whatas with Nike, Whatas means all the shoes combined they came out with in one. So they've done the What the Kobe's, they've done the What the LeBrons, they've done the What the KD's. I think that's a very special shoe that they do. So,
okay,
what you think about these?
I need to preference that I am not like a know-it-all when it comes to shoes. I have no idea.
That's my lane. Don't even worry about it. I got you, co-host.
So yeah, like, do they like listen to me? Like, do they come mismatched like that?
Yes,
they do.
So that's the thing about them. So when it comes to Nike, when it comes to like a what the whatever, so it's like what the fuck, but it's like what the Kobe's, which means it's every single shoe that he came out with in one shoe, in one sneaker. So they put them all together. So it'd be like a little piece of each sneaker into one shoe. So a lot of times they're mismatched or whatever. They look a little crazy, like the what the Kobe's are significant, etc. But that's what these are supposed to be, which I think they're pretty dope. Honestly, would you hoop in these?
I like the design of them.
Oh, there's a bunch different ones.
I like the design of them. I'm not into the mismatch.
Got you. Oh,
I don't think I would, because I was just looking at some shoes for Christian, some John Morant's. He has like some.
Them new Jaws is fly.
I know, girl.
I saw them the other day.
Every time I get on Nike, they don't have them in Christian size, and I just be like, the only ones they had at the time were those mismatched ones, and I was like, I don't know.
Jaws
I can't.
Fly.
But yeah, I like those. But I like the design of them though.
So are you more when it comes to, are you just like a plain girl when it comes to sneakers?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try this then. When it comes to Sabrina's, let's try this. Would you wear these?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So that's more your speed.
Yeah.
Plain. Got you.
And I like
color. Sabrina's.
I like color. I mean, I like her design of her shoe.
Her shoes is nice.
I've seen different colorways of her shoes, and I like them. It don't necessarily have to be white. I don't want to have mismatched shoes.
And these are the Sabrina ones. But you know what though? Like a lot of people hate on Sabrina, period. They hate on Sabrina, they hate on her shoes just because, you know, I ain't gonna get into that. You know how that go. But
exactly.
I like the Sabrinas. I would hoop in her shoes. I think that people fail to realize that Sabrina went to Oregon. We talking about Phil Knight is next door. You know what I'm saying? I
totally forgot about that.
That's a big thing. If anybody gonna have a signature, because people say, why Sabrina get a signature shoe first? She went to Oregon. Phil Knight they said he donated what, $2 billion to the university last week? Come on. If anybody's gonna have
Last week?
Last week. Okay. $2 billion. Because somebody donated 30 million to Kansas. And then Phil Knight come through with the, I'm gonna
He said checkmate.
That's cute.
Yes, cute. That's pocket change for me.
That's cute. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, when it comes to that, He did his thing on that. So I mean, I think people fail to realize when it comes to that, what it, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's in Oregon, so she's gonna get her stuff first. She's in his hip pocket.
Obviously,
he supports the university, etc. I like the Sabrinas. I would hoop in them. Let's get into these. So let's get into and I pulled up the whole Nike website when it came to these because the Asia Wilsons.
I love them.
I like them too. I like the Asians. I like the fact that they did it right, because I feel like a lot of people was like on their ass, like Asia don't get no shoes, Asia don't get this. I feel like they set Asia up nice. They gave Asia like the little team colorways. You know what I'm saying? You got the black. Them. If your high school team want to do the all black, we got the whites. If y'all want to do that, we got the red because whatever. We got the blue. She got the main colors. I like these. It's called the birthday cakes. Would you hoop in these?
I'm not in the pink for real, but I like those blue ones. I like the blue ones.
These?
Yeah, I like the blue ones for sure.
Would you hoop in them?
Yeah.
I like the Asians. I would not hoop in them.
Why?
They not my swag. I like the shoe.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the shoe. I love this too. If y'all seeing this, I love how the sizes is sold out, honey. I'm loving to see it.
Yes.
I'm loving to see it because they getting sold. Man, I love the gray. You gotta go.
I like that too.
These are the all stars. I love.
They all good though.
It's a great shoe.
All the colors I love. Like Christian wanted the blue ones. He wanted the blue ones. He liked bright shoes like that.
I'm loving to see it. Me personally, it's not my swag.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm be honest with you too. Like, I want to give y'all like an in-depth of why it's not. It may be too bulky, maybe not stylish enough for me. I don't know. It's just not my style. I like the Asia on the back, but you know, people was coming for her with her logo because they was like, her logo. What's the logo? I like the logo. Remember when she came with her first? I liked it too. I had to understand it. Like at first, I had to like get the mayonnaise 90s vibes, etc. Because she was like, kind of like going off Air Max with these.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
I think her logo is very brandable though.
I like it.
It has a unique look to where you're gonna remember it. So
I agree. I like it. Not my cup of tea. I wouldn't wear those. I do like the shoe though. Would I buy them to support? Yes. Would you catch me on the court with them in my swag? Just not my swag. That's
crazy.
It.
See, this is why like I couldn't know. I didn't really have like a swag.
Not everybody do. That's why I said we good yin and yang.
Yin and yang. Like that type of stuff just didn't really like appeal to me. I'm just like, okay, I just need some shoes that don't freaking slip on the floor. Okay, like
so you was the one. So you was the one as I gotta break my shoes in first.
Yes.
No, honey, them shoes could be just bought. Things on. But for me, it's crazy because that was something I was known for, especially high school. So like it's crazy.
Was you like new shoes and dropping new shoes?
That
okay.
I was that girl in high school when it came to the sneakers. But so like in high school. My color, shout out to Marion County High School because this is where I went, Lebanon, Kentucky. I wore, so our colors was maroon, silver with like a little navy.
Uh-huh.
So I had wore some Jordan 5s, some burgundy Jordan 5s that it was like a community shoe. So like I knew they was coming out. They was like an exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
We had to put hands on deck with these shoes. So, like, my mama's friend had to go all the way to Nashville, mind you, probably 4 hours away to find these shoes that I was looking for. They was $200. They was maroon. They was the retro 5s. I might pull them up, actually, for y'all. But that was, like, a thing. They wrote about them things in the paper when I wore them because everybody was like, oh, Tacarra got the Jordan 5s. So,
like, you were, like, the person standing in the line for the shoes to drop.
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
Absolutely. I was her. Absolutely.
Okay.
But so let's get into it. So we're gonna switch it up for Nike a little bit. Let's go ahead and get into. Let me find them. Bear with me, y'all, because like I said, this was a lot for me to pull up. So let's see. Here we go. So we got the Breonna Stewarts right here, the Pumas. I like them. Would I wear them in a game? No.
Absolutely not.
No.
Pumas just in general hurt my feet, so I would you would never catch me like hooping in some Pumas.
For me, it ain't even about the hurt the feet. They can hurt my feet, but it's all about me looking stylish.
That's crazy.
It's about me. If what I'm gonna do to you in them. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's am I feeling like I'm gonna get 25? It don't matter if they hurt me or not.
I don't think you're gonna feel like that in some Pumas. You're gonna be like,
yeah, might not.
I got some Nikes right next to me. You gonna straight put on them Nikes?
The kids, if you feel some other way, let us know. Let us know in the comments if you feel something different. Let us know.
It's fine. The design was fine, you know. But as far as like hooping in them, no. Pumas they don't do it for my feet.
You know. So then we're gonna get into. Let's see here. We gotta switch it up. So let's go ahead and go to these. And I ain't gonna say what I said off camera when it came to these. But so these are the JC Sheldons. JC Sheldon got her own little thing. It's enough for me, dog. Good for her. It's
good for me,
her. Dog. So I did a little research behind this Holo brand. She has equity in the company.
Good for her.
Good for her. They not. It's not a bad shoe.
It's not.
It's not a bad shoe. I like the strap. Not. I like the colors. I'm a colors girl. I like that. I mean, if somebody gave them to me, I rock with them. I might get you about 15. You know, that's how I see it. When I put on a shoe, it's like how I feel.
Are these like mismatched too?
No.
Like, are they two separate?
Two separate shoes. These are two separate shoes.
Okay.
Two separate shoes. So let's get into them. Them's okay. They not my cup of tea, not Courtney's cup of tea, but whatever.
Right.
Let's see here. So then we're gonna get into these. We gotta get into the.
You pulling up them Colsons?
Yeah, I think these are the ones you sent me, right?
Them the Colsons?
Yeah, not me.
Yeah. In case y'all were wondering what's on Sydney Colson's feet, she's been named the first signature shoe athlete and official brand partner of Creative Control. She's wearing them as she checks in for the Aces.
September.
Dang! She actually like hooped in those.
I like the low top vibe, though.
That's why her knees fucked up.
Oh damn!
I didn't even know that those were like basketball shoes. They don't give me basketball shoes. They just give me.
They were a thing, bro. You sent them to me. I didn't know she had anything. You sent them to me.
I did, but that's just for me searching, and that's what they gave me. I didn't know either until they told me. But when I looked at it,
you told me.
But when I looked at it, I just thought like she just has a shoe that like you go to the park in, or you go to the store, go to a grocery store.
Because you sent me 2 pair. Let me see if I have the other ones up. Because the other ones that you sent me, I thought that they
they are.
Hold on. Because you sent me, I thought they were like Shy shoes. Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to bring up the whole Google search, y'all. I thought these were like Shy shoes.
I thought so too. They do look.
They look like Shy's, but Shy's with Converse. Is he with Converse? Shy's with Converse.
Because she's basically like she has like a creative director approach, so she would have some pull in the design of the shoe. But I don't know if it's over the whole shoe line or just her shoe line.
I don't know. Either way, I ain't doing it. It's not for me. It's not for me. That's all I can say. So anyway, let's move on. It's a no for me. The last 2 was a no for me. Not because they're not popular. I have my own little thing when it comes to shoes. I know what I like. Them just ain't it. So let's get into the latest. We're going to get into the latest.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do let me find her. Let's get into the Angels. Angels just dropped out of 3 of them. She dropped the Me Bound. She dropped the receipts. And she dropped what's they called? The Dust and Dust, something like that.
I don't know the names.
Why would I say Dust and Dust? Diamond Dust. She dropped those. The Diamond Dust. The Me Bound. I like the shoe.
Mm-hmm.
I like the shoe. I like the pink. I wouldn't hoop in these. I'd hoop in the pink only for breast cancer awareness, if that's what we doing. If it's October and we talking about we wearing pink, I'm gonna support my girl because I rock with Angel.
Mm-hmm.
The 120. I don't know if you get 120 up off me.
Why not? Why not?
I give you 90. I'm not paying 120
for
I
Reebok.
Like Angel. I like Angel. I like the angle. If I like the Angel, I like the shoe. Mm-hmm. If it was a situation, if Angel the pink ones is the only ones that I probably would go for and I would rock. If Angel would come out and Angel came out and gave y'all a triple double in them, so them's the me bounds. The pink ones is called the me bounds. Well, shout out to Angel for capitalizing off that. You know what I'm saying? If
Absolutely.
Angel came out and gave you 20 rebounds and the pink ones, and because when it comes to shoes, like I'm a vinyl record collector, right? You know I collect records, vinyl records.
Right.
So one thing that I say when it comes to records, every record tells a story. Every album has a story. So I think about that with shoes. And that's why I like Jordans. That's why people like Jordans. Because people can relate to Jordans and what Jordan did in them shoes. The flu games. The
you
ones.
know what?
It's they tell a story.
That's I love that point. And Angel needs to be listening because I love that. Absolutely love that.
Was to tell a story in these shoes, if she might have already, but if I don't know the story already in these shoes, that's a problem. If Angel was to come and be like, hey, I got the me bounds on, I have these are me bounds because I grabbed 12 offensive rebounds, which is a crazy ass number. So let's say I grabbed 6 offensive rebounds in this game, that tells the story. I would buy them.
Okay, but let me ask you this, because like I said, I'm not like a really like big shoe person like that.
Yeah.
But I know people don't really rock Reebok like they used to.
That's a good point.
So, like, is that the problem? Even though I know they're trying to do this whole rebrand thing, which I think is great. I think it's absolutely great.
Let me ask the question for you. Is this shoe going to bring me back to get Reebok?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. The
shoe but just the Reebok for Angel.
Yes. Okay. The shoe would do that for me. Because the last time that I bought a Reebok basketball shoe, I remember hooping. So if you was to ask me today, like, Tacarra, if you had to say who was your game, like who's taught you how to play, I'm gonna say Allen Iverson.
I knew you was gonna say that. Yeah.
I hooped in the I3s. I had everybody else had the Nike headband. I had the I3. I had the Answer elbow band. I had the finger band. So like, I had the I3s. I had the questions. I had a bunch of questions. I'm going to be honest with you. And I'm going to keep it a buck with you on this one. And I am a little tipsy when I say this. But if it came down to me and I'm thinking about my I3s, thinking about my questions, I like these better than the questions. I like these better than Allen Iverson shoes, to be honest with you. That's a big statement.
For me, I think that's a little bit of the problem too. Because I feel like Shaq was with Reebok too, right?
Yeah.
How much success did he have with his shoes at Reebok?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Shaq, I do remember Shaq at Orlando because that's when he was with Reebok. I can only think about the time when Shaq came back around. So I worked at Finish Line when Shaq's shoes came back.
And it had the little Dunkin' icon on them.
No, you talking about the Walmarts. I'm thinking because he had his shit in Walmart for a little bit.
But those still Shaqs. They just not Reebok.
They were still Shaqs, but he had his little Reebok. What was the name? Was they the child? Help me, Lord. We still getting better was they the Sharkleys? I mean, I
have no idea. I thought those was the Shaqs, the one with the dunk icon.
Like they were the Shaqs.
They were selling those in Reeboks, but they just
that was the Walmart Shaqs. He had two different ones. He had Walmarts and then he had Reeboks.
Okay, but did you like them? What do those look like?
Wouldn't hoop in them. You want to pull them up?
I want to look. What does it look like?
I got you. Hold on. Let me stop sharing real quick. Bear with us because I will do that. Let's do that. It's not a problem. Let's see here. You want me to pull up? You want to pull up both of them?
I'll pull up. Yeah, okay. Pull up both.
We got time. I'll pull up both. Shaq's Reeboks. Reebok shoes. Shaq Attacks. Shaqnosis. These are the ones. When we talk about, these are the ones I'm talking about. So these, I worked at Finish Line when these weren't the, these were not the Walmart one specials. These were not the Walmart specials. The Shaq Attacks.
Okay.
When I worked in Finish Line, The only people who bought these were Shaq fans.
Okay.
They were probably mid, almost 40.
Okay.
They were the people who bought these. When I worked in the shoe store, they bought these.
Okay, so let's pause right there.
Yeah. Okay.
I think for me, that's a little bit of the problem. I think honestly, like I think it's great that she's with Reebok, but I think she probably needs to shift, or not even that. Shaq needs to give a little bit of creative control to Allen Iverson, because what I'm saying is that they have worn Allen Iverson shoes. They know what Allen Iverson is, and I think it's just him being attached to the shoe. Yeah. It's like, oh, Allen Iverson had his hand in this shoe, so I'm buying it. I'm buying it for Angel and Iverson.
So, did you watch Power Moves?
I watched some of it, but I watched some of it to the point.
Allen Iverson wasn't included as he should have been.
And that's okay. So I was right in that, because I was like, I don't feel like he was like that involved. I think he's just more of a face.
Yeah.
But I feel like if he was a little bit more involved, because for me, like you said, a lot of people 30 and 40, they're buying the Shaq shoes, right? That's not Angel's demographic.
But that's not the thing about it is, Allen Iverson could not be a businessman from that aspect. From that perspective. You know what I'm saying? He could not. Mm-hmm. Are these even the Shaq? We're gonna pull it up because they say they're the Shaqs. I don't know if it's I guess, shop. I'm not. We're gonna see. I'm gonna pull them up. I don't remember these being the ones, but they might have been. Let's see. I put up Walmart site. Well, no, I don't. I'm not wearing that shit.
All I'm saying is that Allen Iverson, and they're $372. That's crazy.
A markup. That's a markup.
All I'm saying is that Allen Iverson doesn't need to necessarily be the businessman or whatever, but
he needs to be like the creative director.
Something. Yeah. Gotcha. Like I feel like Allen Iverson attached to those shoes. Oh, now you like in a different space as far as shoes.
Yeah.
Not players, but shoes. Nobody like that you talk to, like really like our age or anything, like, oh, did you ever wear those Shaqs? Did you ever like get some Shaqs?
Good point.
No. But if you said, did you have them AIs?
You gotta think, Shaq was 90s. Allen Iverson was the MVP in 2001. We grew up with Shaq and Kobe. I mean, not Shaq and Kobe. We did grow up with Shaq and Kobe, yes. But we grew up with, for me, Allen Iverson that's who taught me how to play. Yeah. Then Kobe. My first jersey, NBA jersey, was Kobe. I'll say that. I was a huge Shaq. My second jersey might have been Shaq. But when it came to like shoes, Allen Iverson was culture, period. When it came to Allen Iverson was culture as far as I'm going to dress this way to the games. He was fashion at the time.
So that's my point.
Allen
he should
Iverson
be attached to the shoes.
I agree. But if we think about like the tunnel picks, Allen Iverson would have been the tunnel pick. The headline, he would have been.
So just think if she did.
You're
like
saying creative directive. Creative director.
I get just think if she did like a
I get that.
I don't know, like a mix of a shoe, like where it's like an Angel and Allen Iverson type crossover type shoe.
She did his questions. She did like a pair of she did his questions, and I like them. Okay. But still, of the day, I'm not ringing a bell with Angel. I'm not ringing a bell as far as them. So put it this way:
what did those look like? Let me pull it.
I got you. Hold on. I got you.
Because you told you I don't know.
I got you. I'm gonna pull this up. So for me, when it comes to that, I'm not going to hold on. Angel Reese wearing questions. One second, because I remember exactly when she wore them. They was white and baby blue. Hold on. Here we go. Boom. Got you. Here they come. Why do you not come up like I want you to? Hold on. She did a couple of them actually. So let's go through that little rabbit hole. Here we go. Boom. Got you. So she did these because somebody was making these shoes. She did these. These were supposed to be the Joker questions. These are Allen Iverson shoes. These are the ones that I was thinking of. These are AI shoes. But she was wearing the questions.
Those are probably those right there, like the ombre. Those are probably the best ones. It's like It's the color choices that are like off.
I love these, bruh. The dang Reese's.
The pink, is hard. I don't know. It's the I don't know.
No, the Reese's, like the Reese's colors. I like these.
That's horrible.
The Reese's Pieces. The custom.
That's horrible. Horrible. And that's not no knock to. That's no knock to Angel. I think it's just it's the pattern and the color. I don't know. I don't think they did. I don't know. I don't have shoe swag, so let me.
I get it.
I digress.
But that's why it's important to have those things, because for me, like I said, like it's important to have those different dynamics. Because I'm telling you, like for me, like I said, like vinyl records, like shoes tell a story to me. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get some Jordans because of the story behind them. I'm gonna get some like even so like when I went the other day, when I went to I was in Foot Locker the other day because I was looking for my husband some shoes, and I pulled up. I looked on the clearance rack, and they had the damn KD4 scoring titles. And I was telling the guy the story behind these shoes. The guy who worked there, he was a younger dude. I said, hey, I remember when these shoes first came out. They was $95. There was only so many pairs of them. They was a scoring titles for KD. And we stood in line for them. And they was hard to get. I said, and the resale was $400. I got a pair of KD gold medals that's in my closet right now that I don't have a box that I can sell for $350 that I paid $95 for. You get what I'm saying? So like sneakers have a story. So for me, it's like, it's about that nostalgia. It's about the story like it is with music.
I love that.
So for me, that's how I think about sneakers. So I need for your shoes to tell a story for me. So when it comes to the ones that I like, y'all, if you watching this, some of y'all gonna like it. Yeah, may not. Because I'm gonna go to the shoes that I like.
I just still don't understand why they put all of those patterns on those other shoes. Why did they do? And those were the Allen Iverson shoes.
They were supposed to tell a story though.
A story about what? So what was the Reese's? Okay, the Reese's piece. Okay, I know, but what about the other one?
Because she signed a Reese's deal. Angel signed a Reese's deal because they was like, you should call Angels. So like,
I understand that, but like, is that a good business decision? What? No. I get the story, I understand, but like,
I got you.
Yeah, no.
It ain't landing with you. It ain't landing with you.
I mean, the original story, yes.
I feel you.
Is that a story for some shoes?
I feel you. And the reason why, so I agree with you on that. And the reason why I'm agree with you, because like, I still feel like when me telling you the story of the KD shoes, I feel like it still landed with you.
Yes.
These other ones ain't landing. To a non-sneaker
You didn't
person.
tell me a story. You said you got signed to Reese's.
I feel you. It's not landing. You get what I'm saying? But let's ask a 22-year-old. Maybe they can land it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel you because I can tell you like where the shoe landed. Like, I stood in line for this. This isn't that. Like the Jordan fluke. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel you. So I'm with you on that.
You think the 22 are they gonna wear the Reese's Pieces?
They might. Honey.
I mean, I feel like
they might.
I would get those for like my little like a kid.
Right.
Like I think they would love those shoes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But not
I feel like that's still like a story. But for us, like we not that generation either. You get what I'm saying? But that's the
thing too. If it's a kid's shoe, you can't be charging $120 for it.
Jordan want $150 for the kids though. Jordan want $170 right now for the kids.
But Jordan got a story.
Jordan got a story.
He got a lot of stories and a legacy and championships and all of that.
I'm with you on that. But I'm gonna go to my favorites. I mean, I don't care. I'm gonna go to my favorites. These is not a signature shoe. These are some PEs. I gotta go to these mugs right here. My God,
I like those.
I like
those.
These are the Caitlin Clarks.
It's not too much going on.
The Kobe 5s first. They're not the Caitlin Clarks. I gotta say the Kobe 5s. But I am a Kobe girl. I've rocked the Kobe 5s. I played in them. It's a lot of history with the Kobe's, and I love the fact that that's why I like Caitlin Clark. That's why I like CC. Caitlin Clark know the history of the Kobe 5s. You know what I'm saying? Kobe 5s. His shoes got retroed, so they're worth some money now. The Kobe, I've hooped in these. I've had the white one. I had the homes, the Kobe Lakers homes. I had those. I hooped in those in the summer. They tell a story. I can tell you when I was at Rocky Top League in the summer, You know what I'm saying? At Tennessee Tech. I can tell you when I hooped against the Tennessee girls and I gave Shakina Strickland this. You know what I'm saying? I can put a story with it. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the Kobe. So I like these. If I had to say of all the shoes that we posted today, who I would hoop and not hoop in these.
I agree.
I'd hoop in these with Tennessee Tech colors and shit don't even match. I still hoop in them.
Are these? But these are like considered like low tops, though, right?
Yeah, but I like them.
I like them
these.
Too.
I like them. I'm taping my shit up. I'm taping my ankles and I'm rolling with it.
Cause I'm like, yo, like I don't really like hoop in low tops. Like I just don't even trust my ankles feel loose with a shoe that low.
But
like,
you got to get the tape though. As a hooper, you know you got to get the tape. Like me, I'm taping up
the tape and the brace.
I wouldn't even see the braces threw my swag off. So I'm getting the heavy tape. I'm telling my trainer I need the heavy tape. I'm putting these on. I hooped in these. Like I had 2 pair of these in different colors. I'm hooping in these, but I'm a Kobe girl. I'm a Kobe 5 and Kobe 6 girl.
Right.
Like even like in the background, like hold on. These is Kobe 6s. Like I hooped in these. Like
okay.
I hooped in them in the summer. These is in the games. Like I'm any type of Kobe shoe, I'm going with it. And these I did roll my ankle in these shits. I'll say that. But I put the little.
But her ankles were taped and her swag was all together.
And my swag was. I can tell. I can give you a story. I can tell you. I dropped 27 against TSU. You know what I'm saying? I can give you a story. You know what I'm saying? So, end of the day, that's what it's about.
That's it's about the. Yeah. Okay.
It's about the story.
I feel you on that. I love that.
It's about the story.
I love that.
Let's see. So, child. I knew tonight was gonna be a long one, y'all. So I knew it was gonna be when I looked at it, I was like, and I started like rehearsing this, and I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be some time. Let's get into it. So we talked about the signature shoe drops. Let's go ahead and get into let's talk about this. So we on the WNBA. Let's talk about them turning down the 400% salary increase. So let me figure that out. One second. I have it all pulled up. So, Courtney, I need your help with this one. Let's see. So, okay. So, the commissioner, they had their meeting with the what's the WNPA? The WNPA, they had them to talk about their structure, talk about their numbers. So they had agreed to give them a 400% increase on their salaries, which would have been from a $66,000 to $250,000, you know, where they're at currently, to raising the max from $250,000 to $1 million when it comes to salaries. And the players walked away from that. So let's get into, let's get into Satu Sabali. Because I think about, you know, she was the one who was mainly interviewed. No, she's not the president. Neka's the president. Neka Gumake is the president. But let's talk about what Satu said. She said, a lot of the times, we were asking to be paid what the men are being paid. That's not true. That's what people are saying. We're asking just the same percentage of revenue or a similar percentage of revenue. She called the 4-time salary bump a slap in the face. It increased normal pay, but left players still undercompensated relative to revenue. So what they're asking for is a different revenue share percentage.
Yes.
Because the NBA is getting a 50% of revenue percentage. WNBA is getting 9.3%.
Yes.
Go ahead, please. Help me.
I mean, to me, the way I look at it is like, and I feel like a lot of companies do this stuff, especially when you're dealing with people that have like unions. This is my take. Or
good point.
It's more so like, okay, like let's dangle this carrot. Okay.
Yeah. They're all sound good.
Yes.
You heard $1 million from 60 to 250,000.
I'm talking about these people are sitting at a table and they're like, listen, like they want to keep money in their pockets. Let's just raise their salary. Okay. Yeah. Not give them a bigger cut of the pie, but just get them more money because they think that's the real issue that they're concerned about.
Because that's going to sound good. that's gonna sound good to a rookie coming to the league.
Yes,
it would have been 66. Now it's gonna be 250,000.
Yes,
that would have sound good.
But you forget that a lot of those girls been playing when they was just making $42,000 a year.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the crazy part is, like you said, the WNBA players only make 9.3% of the league revenue compared to the NBA. They making 50%. The NFL is 48%. The NHL is 50%. Yeah. And for real, I think the girls are only like requesting like 30%, not even close to like the 50 or 48 or anything like that. And let's make a note on
that really quick, because at the end of the day, everybody, when they get into this conversation, everybody's like, the girls want you pay the same amount of the men. No, that's not the case. They want a fair share of the revenue sharing. That's it. A percentage we're talking about is what they feel that they're owed. And they should. And I love that for them.
And this is the right time to do it, just because where women's sports is.
They want a part of the growth.
Exactly. And this is the time to get into it, but they're not trying to like let them into it. You get what I'm saying?
So let's talk about this really quick. So the revenue doubled. Let's talk about from 2019. So 2019, I guess it was $102 million in 2019. Mm-hmm. To now it's $200 million in 2023. Mm-hmm. The attendance, media rights, and valuations for the New York Liberty jumped from 14 million to 450 million, and they're surging. Then, let's see, yet player compensation hasn't kept pace, still accounting for less than 10% of league revenue. Yeah.
So that's really the point. That's why they turned it down, because y'all have the money to give us 30%.
Yeah.
You have it, but you're just being stingy with it.
Yeah.
That's what's going on. But then somebody asked me, which I didn't look into it, but they were talking about, and I saw it like going around on Instagram like that. The WNBA was like in this debt. Did you hear about that?
Always.
And it's like, does that have like a play in it? But I don't think it does. They have the money. Like I said, I think it was a carrot that they were dangling in front of their faces to appease them for the time being, but the bigger picture is that like we can get more than what you're offering.
Yeah.
See, and if we take the money, you're going to be like, you should just be happy. Shut up. We gave you more money, so I don't want to hear about it again.
So you guys will be able to see this on the YouTube. We're going to pull it up right now as far as the percentage and what it looks like, because when you pull up the piece of the pie, it looks insanity. So there's that. Which me and Courtney both have reference to that now. When you pull up the piece of the pie, it looks crazy. Mm-hmm. It looks. I understand the difference, but I'm gonna just make a point for this. I think that's important, and that's why So, where's the money going? When they talk about the media rights, it's $200 million. Is 2026. The media rights is going to be $200 million. The players' salaries are $17 million. That's a big.
All of them combined.
All of them combined.
All of them combined, y'all.
I remember at one point in time when we were growing up, I remember the combined and the stat was the salary cap or the salary for one rookie in the league. I think it might have been $760,000 for like a rookie in the NBA was the whole salary cap for the WNBA. And that was when we were in school. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, like I said, we got to pull it up here. I think for me, they do want 30%. That's correct. Because right now they're getting 9.39. 9.3. So, and then let's see. NBA gets 50%, NFL gets 48%, and NHL gets 50%. I think that this is important. I think this is great because I'm going to be honest. For me personally, if I am a rookie in the league and I'm coming to the league, I'm going to be thankful for $250,000. So I'm going to be like, why I ain't take it? I think it's important. That's when you lean on your vets and when you have good vets that you trust. And I think that's why these type of things are in place. As far as, you having people who's been in the league, who's smart. Like, Nneka's great. Nneka went to Stanford.
You ain't getting nothing past her.
You know what I'm saying? Nneka's excellent. I think she's a great person to be the representative for that situation. So I think that's when you lead on those people as far as, to do what's best and do what's right. But, because it's easy for people like Angel Reese to speak. It's easy for people to be like, the people who've already got their money overseas, it's easy for them to speak and be like, to turn it down. It's not easy for me to speak coming into the league. People who aren't getting those deals. People like Rachel Banham.
I knew you was gonna. I knew you were gonna say her name.
Just because she was last.
I know.
People like that. People like, you know what I'm saying? People, Zaya Cook, who's gotten waived a couple of times. She couldn't get her money overseas.
I think she just
got signed again by the Storm. But I'm just saying, like, people like that, it's easy for them to be like, I mean, I want the money, but no, you deserve more. So I think shout out to the women at the end of the day.
And I think what's crazy is that, like, I feel like, you know, they've already been operating on getting paid this low amount of money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So holding out some more is not really going to affect them that in that big of a way. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, they know how to operate making that much. Like, no, I'm not taking that.
Yeah.
You know what we want. Make it happen.
Yeah. They can get to 30%.
I think so too.
We're not even asking for half, bro.
They're not even asking for half.
So I'm with them.
And that's the point. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm 100%. I'm with it, 100%. Whatever I can do to support, if I can, I mean, I ain't got no money, but I mean, not no money for that, but I can sign a petition.
Okay.
I can speak.
That part.
I can, if I need to sign something, a little
we
petition.
Can sign a petition.
We can do that. We can put a petition on our page. We can say a few words. That's all we got for y'all. You know,
call us. We'll do an interview.
We ain't got a dog in a fight. But we support the cause. You know, that's all we got.
I don't want a piece of the pie, okay?
That's all we got for you. You feel me?
Hold on. As the kids would like to say, I'm clout chasing off y'all trying to get paid. Okay, call us.
We want it for you. We're wishing you queens the best. That's my favorite. That's my favorite thing. You know, I'm wishing them queens the best. That's all I can say. Right. But so we talked about Zaya Cook signing back with the Seattle Storm. Let's talk about the Storm. So the Storm have some drama. I picked the Storm to do well in the playoffs.
You did?
I did. But that's before, like, me, I'm coming from a person who, like, for me personally, like, I ain't a drama girly. That's one thing I can say about my husband. When my husband be like, you know, one thing I like about you when he says, he's like, you ain't never been in no beef with a bunch of girls. You ain't never been in no mess. Like, it's just not your MO. So for me, when it comes to like all that, I don't get into that. Mm-hmm. So that's not a point that I register from when it comes to stuff. But they saying that the Seattle got a lot of drama going on. So
I don't know. I mean, like, what didn't they just lose like their last like 5 games or something like that? They're like 5 or 6 games.
It might be 6.
Yeah, because they just lost, right?
Let's look it up.
They just lost. They just lost. It was a close game, though.
Let's look. At the end of the day, people, we still got regular jobs. Folks got kids. We still got a lot to keep up with. They play tomorrow. They play the Sky. They should win that one, honey. Lord have mercy. Let's see what they got. So they've lost their last. They beat Atlanta.
Oh, did they beat them?
So like they
just yesterday or on Sunday. That's the game I watched.
They beat Atlanta.
They lost to the Mercury
Friday. They lost to the Mercury Friday. They won. They beat Atlanta by 2.
Okay.
But they've lost. They lost Atlanta before that. But they've lost. But it's been close games, so it's not like they're getting blown out. You know what I'm saying? It's close games. But what you think is going on there?
I'm not sure. I mean, like, I feel like when Jewel Lloyd requested a trade, that was like a whole bunch of drama in itself. You know, she requested a trade after filing a workplace harassment complaint.
Workplace harassment is serious.
That's crazy.
That's serious.
I don't even know. And I feel like they did an investigation on it and they found no policy violations or anything like that. But to even file something like that, it has to be...
That's serious.
It has to be something behind that.
Especially if you... Because I consider Jewel to be a dog.
And a veteran. Like, she's not new.
Jewel's a dog and a veteran. So, like, for me to come up on you and be on some, like, I'm going to follow a workplace situation, I'm at the last straw. It took about 5 times.
Yes.
For me to get for real on it.
It's something with that.
But that one girl, the girl she's at Dallas now. I'm not going to butcher this girl's name. The Chinese.
Oh, okay.
Player,
yeah, she requested a trade.
Yui, something like that. She requested a trade for bullying. She got into it with players.
Was it bullying?
It was that. She said she was bullied.
Okay, because I had saw something where it was just like her playing time or whatever.
No.
It was bullying.
That's what I saw first. I saw bullying first.
Okay.
I saw
so they're trying to clean it up.
Yeah. I saw that first. We've got that. Then we've got who else?
Alicia Clark.
Alicia Clark. They said she had an altercation. And think about it, Alicia Clark been in the league for a little bit, so it's like she probably done seen a lot. So for me to be on some, and plus she won championships for Seattle. She won championships for Seattle. So for me to be on some, I gotta get up out of here.
And that's crazy because I feel like that's a real veteran team.
Yeah,
I feel like y'all shouldn't even have these type of issues. Like, what's really going on?
Yeah, so let's talk about it. So I mean, NECA been there for a minute, and we haven't seen these issues.
I think it's just like, what, 2 years? They only been there 2 years, I think.
NECA?
Yeah, because she came with Skylar. Is it 2 or 3? I don't know. I thought it was 2. I thought they came last year.
I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna go off what you said. I feel like NECA been there.
It just seemed like yesterday.
That's possible. That's possible.
But it could be 3. I guess when I think along, I think like 5 or something.
Okay.
You know?
So we'll go with that because NECA came from LA.
Yeah.
Because NECA was in LA forever.
Yeah. And she came with Skylar.
There's that. Jules been there for a while.
Yeah. Jules was there for a while.
Who was the addition?
I don't know who.
It's just hard for me to believe. I mean, I'm just gonna get to the shits. They saying Skylar the problem. They saying Skylar the problem. They saying Skylar the bully. They saying Skylar the beef. But I just find it hard. Like, I find it hard for Jewel to be beefing with somebody she went to college with. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not happening. I'm not oblivious to that. But I'm just like, man, like, we Notre Dame. You know, at the end of the day, like, it should be us against whoever. You get what I'm saying? Like, but they've been saying your girl been bullying for a while, and they saying your girl been a problem for me. They saying that she been, they saying that like she don't. They said she. I'm telling you, Instagram.
But I mean, but you remember when she heard like that whole clip that was going around when her and Diana Taurasi got into it on the bench.
But they say a lot about Diana too.
This is what I think.
Diana gonna have her way. Regardless,
I mean, yeah.
Whatever team Diana own, Diana gonna have her way, and you gotta know that. As whatever level you feel that you own, especially for real though, especially in Phoenix, where it's gonna be you before it's me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
She is LeBron.
You gotta know that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know that. So it's gonna be you before it's me. You gotta know that.
You gotta pipe down.
Who was it though? It was you before it was me.
I mean, this is how I feel.
It was everybody else before it was her.
Yesterday, I sent you that video of the coach doing that, like, interview. And I feel like she has this, like, reputation of being, like, this down-to-earth peace.
They don't complain about the staff, too.
Love.
They don't complain about the staff, too.
And I'll tell you right now, I don't like that type of coaching style. That's just me. I don't like that. I need some passion. I need some grit. Too. I need something like that. But I feel like personalities like that, it's real easy for somebody that has a strong personality like Skylar to kind of bulldoze her into, I don't know, coaching away, thinking away, whatever. Because she's all like, I feel like she's the type where she's like, I want to hear what everybody has to say.
Gotcha.
And it's just like, girl, no. Put your foot down. You are the coach. They're grown adults.
You need to shut up.
Yeah, they bullying her. Like, and she's like,
I feel you.
She's just expressing her emotions. Like, no, girl, like, you play on my team. Like,
she in Seattle. Weed is legal.
I guess. So she's just super.
She's with the recreation.
I don't know. I feel like I'm talking about for me.
Not saying that's what she do. Not saying that's what she do. But
I'm just talking for me. I just like that type of coaching style. It don't do nothing for me. I feel like you need to, as the leader and the coach of the team, like you need to like set clear boundaries. You need to like, I am the head of this snake. I know y'all are grown adults, but I got to put my foot down. And I can see how strong of a personality Skylar can be while she's playing. Now, I don't know how Skylar is off the court, but while she's playing, she's very dominant. She's very type A. And I just feel like I feel like she runs that shit.
I never played against Skylar. One of my teammates said they played against her in high school. said I ain't been a fan of her since she called me a bitch at halftime. You know, that's one of my homegirls played against her and said they felt
we
away.
played against them in Moorhead.
Did you?
We got popped.
I mean, of course.
I mean, yeah, we got popped.
Of course.
It was so bad that China was like, she was like, this is when we had our new coach.
Yeah.
We had our new coach getting popped. Plays just wasn't.
You was supposed to.
China,
they supposed to pop you. They wasn't.
But still, but China came in the locker room. She's like, so like, y'all remember Coach Mike's plays? Like, she got up there and drew that play, and we was running our old coach plays. And he was like, after the game, he was like, I'm not hurt, but I'm disappointed. And we all like,
okay, sir.
We're all like Coach Mike's kids, where we a little hard, rough around the edges, a little like, you know. And he say that, and we just like get over it. Like, that's our right. thing. But now we got popped, and I think we were just not good enough for her to even like spew any type of bitches or
right
like that to us.
This high school team in particular was.
Mm-hmm.
So it's competitive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it might have been that. It's how she felt. But end of the day, like, but I'm not, when it comes to these conversations, I'm coming from a situation where I'm not soft. Because at the end of the day, like, you're not going to punk me.
We went over that with Angel.
You know what I'm
saying?
You know, you're not gonna bully me.
Right.
You're not gonna talk shit because I'm gonna talk back regardless of how good you are. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with me, you're only gonna have a certain. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like I see things from that level because it's like you're not. Gonna I don't give a fuck who you are. You're not gonna do that.
Exactly.
So, but for me, I mean, they saying she the problem. On Threads, they saying she ran off her husband and ran off her teammates. That's what Threads is saying. Threads said that. I ain't said.
Listen, I don't know about her husband and all of that.
That's what Threads said. I don't want to believe that. Because at the end of the day, for me, if we Tennessee Tech, we Tennessee Tech. You know what I'm saying? Like we against Stanford, we against Notre Dame, we against whoever. You get what I'm saying? We against Moorhead, we against you know what I'm saying? We against UT Martin. That's all I can say. If we hear, we hear, because we, you know what I'm saying? Like, we right. So-and-so. So for me, I find that hard, but they saying she the problem. That's what Threads is saying.
I mean, and that's what I saw too. But, you know, like I said, I don't know about the husband, because you start throwing them kids in there. I tell
Threads
people,
listen,
this is what I'm going to say about the husband, okay? You start throwing them kids in the mix, it changed the whole dynamic of your relationship. It don't care how good your relationship is. It changes the whole dynamic, and you have to learn how to maneuver with these new people and new life where your attention is diverted.
I don't know this for a fact, but we're going to assume that Skylar's the breadwinner.
Okay, yes.
We're going to assume that. We don't know. We don't know. Dude could be working side by Elon. We don't know.
I thought he was like an artist or something.
We don't know. I'm gonna assume that Skylar's the breadwinner.
Yeah.
Skylar got Rock Nation. Skylar got Puma. Skylar got the WNBA. We're gonna assume she's the breadwinner.
Yeah.
That probably plays a lot of factor too.
Yeah.
So.
And then she wasn't playing for a while because of being pregnant. They don't have a maternity leave policy.
It could be postpartum. We don't know.
That's definitely speculation. You got to throw that in there.
You got to throw that in there. I can't speak to it. You can. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it could be those things.
That's what I said. I don't know about. What I'm saying is I don't know about her off court stuff. That I don't. Girl,
I'm going off what Thread said.
Best of luck to you. But I'm talking about on the court. We're
rooting for you, baby. We don't want you to be in.
Some people don't like that type of leadership that she provides. They don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind. Like I don't mind that type of leadership. It's fine. Like somebody that's passionate and like I love that. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
you know,
some people don't like that. They feel like, oh, you trying to tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you trying to be the coach. You ain't the coach. You can't tell me what to do.
You know what though? Like, shout out to my coach, because my coach, like, I was a passionate person. Mm-hmm. I was a passionate person and I wanted to win. Mm-hmm. So like for me, like I could have came off a certain way to you that didn't mean that way. It went away because I wanted to win. I was passionate. End of the day, I'm coming out here and I'm giving 100%. I'm not slacking off. You know what I'm saying? And like for me, I had a coach who understood that. I had a coach that I would clash with who was the same way. We would go at it in practice. I'm talking shit to the coach. I'm going this, but it could have came off as, well, Tacarra do this, Tacarra goes off, Tacarra does this in practice, Tacarra's this. If niggas would have said I was a head case, I wouldn't argue it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, it could, but my coach was like, end of the day, like, you want to win. You're passionate. You're here every day. You showing up every day. You know what I'm saying? You challenging people. So it's like, people don't understand that. You get what I'm saying? So that's like when it comes to like Diana and they situation, like, we don't know what that was. Like, you know what I'm saying? But end of the day, bottom line, we know, end of the day, I know this. As whoever I met on that team, regardless if I'm Skylar, regardless if I'm whoever the team, I know that end of the day, when it comes to Diana on Phoenix Mercury, it's going to be me. It ain't going to be Diana. And I think for me, that is what it is. And you got to know that regardless. Like, and I think it was.
I can see that because I feel like Skylar is very much vocal. Very like, you know what I mean?
She's a point guard.
She's a point guard, right? And it's like, I'm tired of playing behind you. Like I got shit that I don't want to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got shit that I want to like implement. Yeah. Stuff that I want to lead a team. I want to lead my own team.
Yeah.
And I think them getting into it or whatever that was, I think that was just like game. Yeah. Like passion.
See, that's why I mess with Diana too, because they done asked Diana questions and Diana been like, next question. That's what she done hit them with. When they done hit her with the, what happened with this, next question. She done hit them with, you know what I'm saying? Diana done hit them with that. So like, anywho.
Well, I digress.
Too.
I digress.
So, there goes that. I mean, I'm wishing the team the best. I feel like Seattle Storm has the potential to do what they should do. I don't know. If you got a bunch of drama in your locker room, it ain't never gonna happen. If you got a bunch of bullshit going on behind the scenes, you're not gonna get there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing I can say about, because my homegirl, shout out to Jayla, my homegirl. Jayla was like, she's like, nah, I like Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? Minnesota's gonna do that. In the day, we got Minnesota doing the electric slide after a win. They have a lot of good going in their locker room. You know what I'm saying? They like each other. That stuff goes a long way.
Matters.
That stuff matters. If you like each other, they do an electric slide. We got Dejanay, who just came on the team. We got her to do the electric slide. We wear party hats. You know what I'm saying? Like, that stuff is gonna take you a long way with your team. That's that team bonding in the playoff. That shit matters.
Yeah, that shit matters.
You know, and I'm gonna tell this real quick. I was the person who, like, I don't give myself enough credit sometimes because I was the person on my team who, like, and I still pride myself into this when it comes to like workplace. I'm a person who has a relationship with everyone. Everybody, and I'm not being like cocky when everybody likes me. I'm a person who, my homegirl works in HR and she tells me all the time, she's like, you're the perfect employee. Everybody likes you. You follow the rules. You know, you're likable, this and that, you know. So for me personally, I was the person who, like, if you were struggling in the gym, like, I would go get extra shots with you if you wanted to. I would pass you the ball. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, I knew I was the best player, but I knew I was going to need you. I knew at the end of the day, I might need you to hit a big shot. You know what I'm saying? I would go out to eat with the person who nobody else talked to on the team. I was the person who had random friends. Like, who is this? Like, oh, I know her from this person. I was always, because you never know when you need people. And because of that, like, I can still reach out to people to this day and be like, hey, can you help me with this? And they will. You know what I'm saying? So, like, with that, like, that stuff's important when it comes to your locker room, as far as, like, when it comes to networking. That stuff matters. Your
and
best
just
player,
leadership.
Just leadership.
That
leadership. Stuff matters. And I feel like with that, I feel like Minnesota has that. So, when it comes to Minnesota, if Minnesota wins it like this year, I think that's something's going to play a factor. You know, you got to stir a buzz. They got good energy. Good energy matters when it comes to win. So
it does.
There's that. So here we go. So let's get into that's all we got. Well, let's get into this. So let's get into Rookie of the Year.
Let me tell you something. If I had to pick, I'm going with Paige.
Yeah.
I'm going with Paige. That's that.
That just is what it is.
I'll just say this about that. I look at watching Sonia Citron play.
Yeah.
As a professional athlete.
Yeah.
It makes me side-eye.
I know Notre Dame. I know where you're going. I know where you're going with it.
It makes me side-eye.
She was the third option.
Then
she was the third option.
Y'all did not utilize her in the way she needed to be
but
utilized.
You know what's crazy? But when it comes to stuff like that, you know, because to your point, seeing that will make us question things. Like, we're questioning, like, well, what? But I feel like when it came to, like, the media, they said that. The media said, like, Sonia Citron is projected to be number 3rd in the draft, and we're looking like,
they did.
Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, how? When? Where?
Yeah.
That's why people are paid a certain amount of money to do certain things, because they know stuff that we don't. So, like, and when I think about that conversation, I think about Russell Westbrook. I remember when Russell Westbrook first got his big deal. When he got $80 million, me and my husband was like, how is Russell getting, what do they mean Russell's going to get $80 million? Then that nigga went for average and triple-double MVP, and we're like, got it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why certain people are paid millions to do certain things.
Right.
They said that all year. They said that about, like, she's number 3 in the draft. She's number this. She's going to go to the Mystics. She's going to go to, Washington to do this. She's going to be... They said that. But I'm feeling it's looking like, what? When? Where? How?
I mean, if she's practicing with Notre Dame every day...
Yeah.
It mind boggles me.
It goes
that girl
to
can
show,
play.
It goes to show that Notre Dame underachieved like we said they did.
They did.
Because if you would have asked me last year... I argued with my brother-in-law, my husband's brother, that Notre Dame was gonna win it all. I argued the whole time. I was like, hey, Hannah Hidalgo gonna get player of the year. This and that.
You were on that.
I was with that.
You was on that.
They gonna win it this year. They underachieved. Because look at them weapons they have. They have this person who we talking about rookie of the year, who was the 3rd option on that team. We got the number 2 option who transferred. We got the number 1 option who's still there.
And she definitely underachieved. That's horrible. I don't like that. I don't like that word. I'm not saying she didn't. She underachieved.
I don't like the word either, but it's reality.
But
because they underachieved.
They did. The team did.
And they not going. I hate to say that, but I feel like, you know how we talked about when it comes to, like, I talked about if you say one thing to a certain person, that could be the whole season. I think that's their whole legacy while she's there. I think it's
which one?
Notre Dame
or Notre Dame.
Notre Dame, period.
Oh,
I'm saying that as far as I think that they chance to win it was this past year.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think that we're not going to see, I don't think that we're going to see Elite 8 Notre Dame.
Yeah,
I don't think that we're going to see a Sweet 16 Notre Dame. I don't think that we're going to see that, period.
No.
I think that that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I think that we'll see the problem this year. So I don't want to get into whatever that was, but I think that we'll see it this year, so we can stick to the topic.
I'm interested to see it, but I think I'm interested for me, too. Obviously, it's Paige all day.
It's Paige all day.
Paige all day.
I love the fact that I feel like in the day you still got to keep it interesting as far as like the media, whatever. Because I pulled up as far as stats. Paige is averaging 8. First of all, Paige is leading the team. Her team in points per game. Mm-hmm. She's leading in assists per game, and she's leading in I think is it minutes per game. But I don't want to get into. I'm not even gonna get into the year that Enrique's having. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah, that's not a topic.
It's not a topic. I'm gonna leave it. She's leading in scoring, assists, and minutes played, like I said. So I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm not going to get into that year that she's having. But Paige is averaging 18.8 points per game. She's averaging 4.1 rebounds per game. 5.4 assists a game, which is pretty nice. Sonia is 17 points per game, which is under Paige. 1.5 rebounds per game, which is under by 3. 2.5 assists per game, which is under by 3 again. Mm-hmm. But she is leading in field goal percentage of 64%, which is that's a high percentage.
Yeah, it is.
That's a high percentage. But still, end of the day, yes, 64 is a lot. 45% is still high too. That's a high percentage.
I mean, I feel like for me, like this is probably like this rookie class has been very good.
Oh yeah, Kiki.
They've been very. I feel like they've been very solid.
Kiki better in the league than what she was at USC.
Yeah.
I say that. And
absolutely.
I like Kiki too. I want Kiki to do more. And then in 3-point percentage, 40% in 3 points. That's a lot. That's pretty high. Paige is 31%. That's still high too. So I think at the end of the day, the stats is still with the 18.8 and the 5.4 and the 4. Paige is in the running. I feel where they trying to say, she's making a case slip. No,
I mean she's in the conversation. I think she deserves.
That's all you can ask for.
Exactly.
That's all you can ask for as a rookie, especially when you wasn't supposed to be that anyway.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Paige is supposed to get it. So all you gotta do is just make a name for yourself, push your name out there. Because in the day, long term, you think about contract negotiations. You thinking about your stats and whatever as far as that's all you can do. So there's that. So Paige is our pick.
Yeah, Paige is our pick. 100%.
So let's get into the Kelsey Mitchell MVP talk.
I mean, okay, so this past game, she had, 38 points?
38. Hey, here's the thing, though. She had 34 and a half. Because she ain't scored that first quarter. Because I bet on her ass.
Let me tell y'all something. I think people, because I told you she's from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know if, they're not getting, the real-time Kelsey Mitchell. You really, seeing her play in person is
that's the thing.
It's
people don't realize that
you will understand
on TV and then seeing them in real life is two different things.
It's totally different. If you see her play in real time, you will understand why people are saying she at least needs to be a part of the conversation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what a lot of people are really
making that case right now.
You know what I mean?
I think Sue Bird did.
Yeah, Don Staley says she should be a part of the conversation.
Yeah.
So I mean, I 100% think she should be a part of the conversation. Do I think there is a part of me that because we both know that there are a lot of politics when it comes to sports in general, and you'll be very naive to think that there aren't politics that go into this stuff. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Do I think they're gonna let Kelsey win an MVP before Caitlin Clark? Hell no.
No. Good point.
And that's just, for me, that's just the politics of it. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what Kelsey puts up and what she's done for the Fever, especially this past season. But
good point.
Just knowing how that world works. I just feel like if it, you know how they are.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know?
Good point.
But yeah, when I think about Nafisa and, because they're the top three, right? Alyssa Thomas, Asia, and Fee are the top three.
So Kelsey's fourth in the league in scoring.
Mm-hmm.
Nafisa hasn't played the last few games, and she's still the league high.
She's still league, yeah.
She's the front runner right now, of course, because she's on the best team.
Mm-hmm.
Asia's second in the league, 22.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest with you. At the end of the day, if you're the best player on the best team and the team making noise, that's gonna stand out every single time.
I mean, and to me, that's
how it should be.
And that's really
because they don't do it without you.
You know what
I'm saying? I think that's the big thing.
That's the really thing. But you know what? I don't know. Sometimes I would like to see Kelsey play with an Asia.
No.
I would love to see something like that. Could you imagine that pick and roll?
Yeah.
I
still feel like I don't feel like I like this conversation because I'm be honest with you. I still like Kelsey with Caitlin and Aaliyah better than I like her with Asia. I do. I still like it. I feel where you're coming from with her.
If you're trying to get a championship right now.
If I'm trying to get a championship right now, do I think that Kelsey in Asia is beating Nafisa, Courtney, Kayla McBride, Elena Smith?
I mean, but
Courtney Williams.
But what I'm saying is that if I'm building a team with those two people, you're gonna have other people on the Aces.
I feel you, but I just feel like I like a strong point guard. Is what I'm saying. Like I like a point guard like Caitlin Clark with the action, with her still being on the wing. Still she can create her own and still do whatever over there and still do screens, whatever is what I'm saying, better than I still like her and Asia. That's me personally. Not saying that's not a good whatever, because but it's still like, that's a whole lot of focus right then, because that's still guardable. You know what I'm saying? If it's how I feel, like I still feel like that's
okay. So if we're adding a big three, who would you add to Kelsey, Asia?
Kelsey and Asia.
So like you're saying like Kelsey, Aaliyah, and Caitlin Clark is a thing. That's the trio.
I'm telling you.
So if I'm
thinking about, so let me tell you how I'm seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
So when I think about what you said, I'm thinking about Kelsey on the Aces, and I'm thinking about Kelsey on the Aces with Chelsea Gray, which I don't like right now. I
get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not, and that's what I'm saying too. I guess I'm thinking like a whole rebuild of the Aces. I feel you,
and I'm trying to think about who I would want with that rebuild. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
When I'm thinking about Kelsey to the Aces, and I'm thinking about with the point guard being Chelsea Gray. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't, just because, like, Chelsea Gray limping and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Here you go on these bets.
She limping and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. I really want to see Kelsey play with, like, a really good big man,
a big man,
a dynamic.
You ain't gonna get no
big
better.
Girl.
I'm not knocking Asia. To me, like if people want to argue today and be like on some, like, if somebody was to be on some, like, man, Asia Wilson the greatest of all time, I'm not gonna argue with that right now. I'm gonna still stick to my goal as far, because I'll be honest with you. When Asia got the MVP, when I'm seeing Asia hit him with the jab and the pull up, I'm on some, Jesus, Asia's good.
Mm-hmm.
Asia is good. Asia is so good. I'm gonna say that I like Asia's game, but
okay, go ahead.
I like Asia is good, but I'm just saying, like, when I think about that, like, we gonna guard it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not thinking about it to be like.
Oh no, me personally, since Kelsey has been in the league, I just haven't seen her play with like that type of caliber of like an inside man that can do both.
I feel you.
It's something that I would want to see and see where it goes.
I feel you.
You know what I mean? Like, and I think you could add pieces to it to make it work.
Yeah.
But I think, see, the thing about the Fever sometimes is that they just have been so young.
I agree.
For so many years. I think Kelsey they have been so young, like for a couple years.
I agree.
So that's why I was like,
I can play this back and be like, Tacarra, what was you saying? You know, I can play that back and say that, but I feel like I still need something more when I think about them right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
mm-hmm.
I feel like I still need something more when I think about attention. Because at the end of the day, like, you got to run to half court when Caitlin come down. Because you got to.
You got to.
You know what I'm saying? You got to. Because she might shoot it. Even if she makes it or not. You
got to shoot it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because it could go in.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It might go in more than it don't go in, but the fact that you know that it might go in, it might be it might be a night where she might go 0-11, but it could be a night where she goes 7-11.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like you still have to respect that.
Right.
So it's like when I think about that, I'm thinking about who is it that I'm gonna like more with Kelsey and Asia in that over here. If we're thinking about, you know, the half-court execution, if we're thinking about that, who am I thinking about a point guard that I like more? Who am I thinking about? Who do you think? Who do I like? Is what I'm thinking about. Because, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Right now, I'm so pissed off with the WNBA because I'm like, some people just have been inconsistent and piss me off. Like I said, Chelsea Gray's limping and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pissed about that.
It's a lot of people hurt, that's for sure. Hold on.
I tell you who I like with them. If I had to say with them, because if I say that I want them two to be my 2 and 3 option, no, I'm not gonna say 2 and 3. If I'm saying that I want them two to be my 1 and 2 option, but I still want a really good point guard who can still make a good little noise, who's not Caitlin Clark. Because at the end of the day, Caitlin Clark is still going to I'm going to shoot first.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Right now, if I had to say somebody who I would like with them, I like Jordan Canada.
Okay.
Right now. I'm going to say that. Because Jordan Canada right now, if she got to, she going to get to the free throw line. She going to get me rebounds and assists. She going to look to pass first and give the ball up. She's going to make a good play. She's going to read the defense. Okay, let me go score first. You know what I'm saying? I like her with that because she's a lot, but she ain't a lot. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, she can be a lot if she needs to be, but I ain't got to be. I feel like with Caitlin Clark, I got to be a lot. I'm going to be a lot. Even if I ain't got to be a lot, I'm going to be a lot. You get what I'm saying? I feel like when Kelsey and Asia will be a whole lot, we need somebody who ain't got to be a lot, if that makes sense.
It does.
You get what I'm saying?
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
I guess it's something I should just look up. Because I was going to ask, what has been their record since Caitlin Clark has been out?
It's up there. Hold on. Let's look it up. It's up there. Indiana Fever. One second. It's pretty up there. I feel like I just saw this stat. Hold on. I know who gonna not let me down and let me know. ChatGPT's gonna let me know what I want to know.
They're 11-11.
Is that what you saw?
Yeah. They were 11-11 in games without Caitlin Clark this season.
What are they with her?
They went. And then I'm seeing another one. Yeah. So yeah, sure. Kaleena on. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing, 11-11.
Okay. What are they with her? Did you see that? See, even check.
They are 8-5.
With Caitlin Clark?
Where Caitlin Clark has played during the 2025 WNBA season.
See, I got 8. You said 8-5, right? Okay. So, end of the day, the proof's gonna they're still winning record with her. 8-5 without their 500. So, end of the day, if you look at the records, they still better with her.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, we can't.
I think they're a solid team, though.
They're a solid, regardless. They're a solid
when they're
team.
Healthy.
I
feel so bad for them that they just
got hurt.
I feel so bad for them in that. Because I feel like they really had a chance. Did you
see your girl, though? Odyssey Sims had a big game.
She did. They was giving her a little grief, though, wasn't they?
Yes.
That first game that she came back.
Yeah.
I saw some comments, where they were just, mad about how she was playing. But I didn't really get to catch the game
Who else
like that.
they got, people? It's only so many people you can pick up. Everybody's hurt. We got to get somebody.
I think it was a good pickup.
I mean, like I said, why hasn't Chicago got her?
I mean, you saw my message earlier today.
You know what I'm saying? Why didn't Chicago reach out?
They have a lot of issues going on over there.
They do. And you said you clean house with the coach. They just fired the coach.
They need to clean. They need to do something. I don't know.
It's upper management, bruh. It's that back off. It's the front office.
Yeah,
it's the GMs at this point. It's the owners. It's giving Jerry Jones up there.
Yeah.
Anywho, but I mean, whatever. But I mean, the case with Kelsey Mitchell, I'm like I said, right. If I think about today, it's somebody a guard who's gonna be enough, but not a lot, not too much. I feel like with them, you don't need a guard who gonna steal the show. You don't need a guard who gonna pull up for a 3 when we can get better options.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Jordan Canada would be that.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
I like
that's
that.
one thing I have to say. And I'm gonna think of some more. So to that point. So last week we had talked about, and I'm going to bring this up and we can end soon. We had posed the question of who is not in the league that could take the place for your girl, Haley Benliff. You know who I thought about?
Who?
Kaleena Mosqueda-Lewis from UConn.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Kaleena. But you know what somebody else said on TikTok as far as who we gonna remove? Kia Nurse. Kia Nurse is on that damn team. And how the shit Kia Nurse is still on the WNBA team, I don't know. How is she still in the league?
Listen.
So she gives you nothing. And I be trying to cut a little bait. I really do. I be trying not to go in on here because I be trying to keep the peace. But Kia Nurse gives you nothing. Why are you still there, bruh? How?
You said this before. You say before that there are some veteran players that need to just kind of like let some of these new.
She gotta go, bruh.
You sound like I wish I could think of her name. Is it Cheryl Miller? Cheryl Miller. That's her name. Cheryl Miller. Reggie Miller's sister.
Yes.
She was just on I think Up in Smoke with Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
And they were asking her, would she ever coach, and she was just like, basically like, nah, I don't think I could coach. She said, but I'll be one of them people up there like, yeah, you need to be traded. She needs to sit on the bench. She needs to do this. She was like, nah, I can do that.
It's a lot of politics with the WNBA.
It is.
It's a lot of politics with that. It's a lot, and I don't understand why.
It is.
I don't understand. What do y'all have on these people? What hold do you have on people? Because if I'm thinking about a two guard, a wing player who can shoot, because Haley Van Lith is not in a position to be a point guard. I know she want to be. It ain't working out, honey. You know what I'm saying? I know that she want to be. That ain't it. I get that's what you want to do. Is what you felt that you need to do, but it's not it. And that's okay. It's okay. Kaleena is somebody I'm thinking about because Kaleena's still balling. Kaleena's still hooping.
Yeah.
And Kaleena, we talk about one of the best shooters. You know what I'm saying? Nick has got Kaleena fucked up at UConn. Kaleena's up there too as far as top.
But that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Kaleena Mosqueda-Lewis, if I think about somebody now, because I had to join forces with my husband on this. Like, who would you pick? And that was the first person he said. He's like, your girl, the person you like so much, Kaleena. Let me tell you about a story real quick, and Kaleena, we can end on this.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a teammate in college, and she was talking about how she played Kaleena in high school. And she was like, so we heard that Kaleena was going to UConn, and then she walked out on the court, and we was like, that big girl, because she's chunky. Kaleena was always little heavy. She was chunky. So she said she came out, and they was like, she going to UConn. Like, that girl coming to UConn. So she was like, so she came out, and, she came off a screen. She didn't take a dribble. She hit the first three. So I told my teammates, and I was like, okay, like, that's one. This is my teammate telling this story. I'm telling you, just like a show. She said, so she came out, she didn't dribble. She came off a screen and hit 1-3. Just literally a 1-2 step.
Right.
3. Didn't hit the rim. The rim. She did that. So she said, I looked at my teammates, I'm an upperclassman, I'm a senior. And I'm like, that's just one. So then she said, she came on the right side. The first side was the left. She came on the right side. And the same move. 1-2 step. 3 again. Didn't hit the rim. So that's 2. So I looked at my teammates and I said, that's just 2. So that's just 2. So that's only 2, whatever. She said, so then she came off again. Same thing. Same play. Then she hit a third one. Didn't hit the net.
It's going to be a long night.
So then she said, I looked at my teammates again and I said, it's just 3.
They told her to shut the fuck up.
Then they said then my teammates said the first quarter, then she hit the 4th one, the 5th one, and the 6th one.
Yeah, girl, shut up. Shut up.
I said, okay. I don't know what to tell y'all. Then she said, after that, I said, yeah, okay, she's for real.
They go to UConn. She's going to UConn.
She's going to UConn for a reason. And I think the girl had about 40, something like that. And she said she don't think that she said she don't think that she dribbled all night. I don't think that she dribbled all night. She said, I think that she was just catching it off screens.
She got 40 points with no dribbles. She had a Klay Thompson night.
Hey, that's what she said. She said, I don't think that she dribbled the whole night. I think that she was just catching it with footwork and shoot. So, after that.
I feel like you could really dive deep into that. Like, I think it's a lot of players. There's a lot of players that could be playing right now. But I think that's great for the expansion teams that are coming. So I'm interested to see if any of those girls are, you know what I mean? They finally get a chance to shine.
Kaleena was one of them ones at UConn that don't get talked about enough. Because I want to say Kaleena's probably top. I know Kaleena's top 10. when it comes to scoring it. You gotta be.
Yeah.
Because like it's a whole. I think when I think about her, it's the same thing. Like I don't remember her taking a whole lot of dribbles. You know what I'm saying? You know, but for real talk, I don't remember her dribbling a lot.
I mean, not that Gino would allow a bunch of dribbles.
That's what I'm saying. But I think that I just remember her just coming off screens and just shooting. And it was muscle memory, her just shooting the ball and it going in. So, like, when I always think, when I think about her, I think my teammate was just like, hey, she hit 3. And I was like, you know, it's only 3. And then she hit 4, 5, 6 in the first quarter. And I was like, okay, let's
guard somebody else.
Let's go in Colorado. But,
she's going to get 50.
Yeah, she's gonna get 50 this point. Let's take it serious. But yes, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. This was a fun episode. I enjoyed it. Like I said, this is girl time.
Definitely.
We like it. We was long winded. I don't care. Like I said, regardless, it's fun. We enjoy it.
Yes.
We appreciate you guys for supporting us. Continue to share with your friends. Continue, like I said, we got a Venmo. You want to, show us a little love. It's at the NIL Pod and let us know what you're hitting on. Share a post if you see it. Go share a reel. Go comment on a reel. Give us a thumbs up on the YouTube. Go comment on the YouTube. We appreciate all of it. We got goals, like we said. We're trying to get to 500. It's 500 subscribers. 1,000 Instagram followers.
Yeah.
Yes, Instagram followers. So help us out. We need ya. We appreciate y'all.
Definitely follow us.
But thank you guys for tuning in once again, and that is a wrap.
See you guys next time. See you next week.